is an important soul-searching question that I have to ask for everybody to answer. And we've also got a little bit of, things that may be happening. And a rising string section.
Do we have Rob?
There he is!
Yeah, sorry. No, I knew things were up. I was finishing something up, and then I had to go to the bathroom and get a beverage and all that stuff.
No worries.
Am I still logged in on Roll20? Yes.
Oh, well, boy, howdy, look at that.
Well, I was just making sure that I didn't have to sign in again.
Thanks, Athy. Why, did you guys time that? Why did you both do that at the same time?
No, totally uncoordinated.
Weird.
What happened?
What happened?
They both resubbed on Twitch Prime.
Oh, pretty nice. Thank you all.
Yeah, it's nice that you guys commemorated the day that we're all going to die with a Twitch Prime sub.
You really think we're gonna die in the first session?
I feel like the more that I say it, I'm trying to trigger. I know there's no guilt inside of Casey, but trying to bring it like pity, guilt, some emotion with heart.
My heart is going bwahaha right now, just so you know. Every beat's like bwahaha.
Is it just plain wahaha, or does it have an accent of sorts?
No, it's my heart. I don't know that my heart really has an accent. It's just sort of does it over and over again. But since we have assembled, and you guys are conveniently labeled heroes on the map, I do need to ask a few questions. And the first question that I'm going to ask everyone to do a little soul searching, and then shoot me over with a whisper is, you know what? The whispers are going to be seen on Twitch, aren't they? So Discord. Discord me. What is your current alignment? Please pick from lawful, neutral, or chaotic, and pick from good, neutral, evil. Make the combination and shoot it over to me. And that is your current personality alignment as it stands right now, because there are a couple of things in the upcoming areas that trigger on certain alignments. And there's been a lot of stuff happening of late, so, maybe it shifted, maybe it hasn't. Who knows?
Making me think now.
Yeah, it's just kind of warm-up exercise. So, as that's happening, and you're shooting those over to me, the other thing is your approach plan for the castle involved giant eagles and a few trips back and forth to a small opening that you spotted low in the pillar stone of Castle Ravenloft. Now, who is going to be making the first trip? Who's on that first eagle? And I believe the eagles can carry basically 2 people.
I mean, I would imagine so, depending on the size of said people.
Okay.
I don't know what their... hold on, let me see what the strength of a giant eagle is. Giant eagle has a strength of 16.
That's pretty good. We'll say 2 people.
Okay.
So, who is making the first trip over?
Malik will volunteer. No one's jumping at the opportunity.
Oh, see, this Kyra almost.
Darvin should go with him. Darvin should
know.
go.
That's
Darvin, come on, Darvin, let's go.
Yeah, nothing,
okay, let's not put
nothing
those
bad could ever
heavy
happen there.
people
Baron's justice,
on...
get on the ground.
No. Izzy, I think you should go with. Well.
I think Darvin would want to be first on the ground in case there's anything.
Yeah, I mean,
mass
we're
to deal with.
Probably the 2 most able to not die alone for 10 seconds.
It's
There's a
the whole
logic to
you
it.
two going alone that I have problems with.
Darvin, hold up your right hand.
We haven't even
We
started
solemnly
in the
swear
castle yet,
not
and
to
you're already
touch
breaking
anything
rule number
or
1,
leave
which
the
is
room.
don't
Okay?
go off with Darvin.
We
Number
solemnly swear not to touch anything or leave the room. Huh?
There's no room to leave.
Well, I
Loopholes.
assume we'll probably enter into a room when we get down there. I assume.
Listen, I don't want to.
We won't leave the immediate vicinity of where we enter. How does that sound? We're not gonna leave because we have to make sure that the beachhead is safe for you guys.
I want to make shifty eyes with Izzy and Thara, but I feel like Izzy would just be like, oh, fuck it, whatever. And Thara's busy trying to make a giant eagle happen.
That's how Malik gets away with things.
It's not that bad. I don't know.
If I have to go chase after you two,
Listen, okay.
I'm gonna be so pissed.
I mean, my argument would just be if they decide to go running off before the rest of us get over there, we just don't go.
To be fair, you won't know that until you get down there yourself.
Well, I mean, I assume that where are we dropping this off? Is there like a ledge or is it a window?
So-
what are we doing?
What you have been able to, what you know is that there is a
Like I'll have the eagle like go over and like peek in and see what's up. I don't know.
It can only see a little ways in before it encounters a barrier.
Okay.
It reports back that the barrier is glass, but is so badly dirtied and stained and just caked on.
Oh, you mean as in like a window?
Like a window, but it can't
Oh.
see through it. It is glass. It's like, yeah, I tapped it. It's kind of goes tink tink. But without smashing, it doesn't know how to get in. And it reports 3 such openings.
How far away from each other are they? Like, are you talking like?
5
Are they
feet.
around? So they're around like windows around like a one tower or something.
You got it.
Okay.
A small outcropping low on the pillar stone.
And which one of us is most easily able to break through windows safely? It's me.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna stop you guys from getting on the thing together, but she's definitely doing that, like, two fingers in my eyes, 2 fingers in your eyes. To
Sorry, I
both you
can't
and
see
Darvin.
you from down there. You're so far away. You're tiny.
She hasn't even made the eagle yet. I'm watching
Yeah, but
you.
you're still really short, so this joke stands.
Okay.
I know where your child is.
Just gonna go exist next to her for a while. See what happens.
So, as you guys make ready to launch, and the eagle carries you from the hidden area where you are on the approach least likely to give away your position to those within the castle, you notice a couple of things. One, the weather's actually not too bad today. It's still overcast and gray, but, not a whole lot of wind, no rain. It would almost be kind of a nice day.
We can still blow this off and go to the beach at the lake.
You could. The other thing you notice as you get a little bit closer is the castle looks fantastic.
The power wash the siding.
It looks great. I mean, there's pennants flapping. There's, it looks, I mean, they've taken years off the facade. Somebody's been doing a little house cleaning. And,
I think what might be a good idea before we send somebody crashing through the window, if the window's going to break either way, maybe we should do a little exploratory test. I'll knock up a bolt and fire it at one of the windows.
Sure.
Let me roll for that to hit.
Yes,
or...
please. Attack roll.
15.
15, you managed to get up and over, and you're pretty sure the bolt hit the window, but it didn't seem like anything broke.
That's not good.
And, you're looking up, and this tower, this whole castle is built. It is a fortification. So it's not entirely unusual that a arrow wouldn't manage to make it through a small window. It's probably leaded.
Just a suggestion then, if you're going to be having to smash your own way in, maybe we have it carry just Malik over first instead of both of them together so that they're not, it's not having to worry about accidentally dropping, both one or both of them while Malik is thrashing trying to break the window.
I'm sorry, is there one eagle or two eagles?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Was it, hold on. I need to double check. One piece. Okay, what's the CR on these guys? Is one. Oh, there are two technically. Yes, that's true.
Ooh. So 4 of you could go over, or 1 per eagle, and have 2 of you.
At least on the exploratory trip, I would say 1 per, or at least for like the heavier people like Malik.
I think that's probably fair, and it'll allow me to break the window without worrying about tossing someone else off.
Yeah,
Okay.
or at least not
That's
worry as much.
Right,
So
that's fair.
we've got a Malik eagle and a Darvin eagle. Is that what I'm hearing?
Is there no landing? Like, it's just like window or bust?
It is
Like,
basically window or bust. There is the slight lip of the window, and you can see
It's
kind of
just like a few inches wide.
Yeah, it's a sill, and it is as you guys get closer. Obviously, a fortifications window. It's not made for people to stand on the outside of it for some odd reason. But Malik, you've got a big weapon, so that's probably something you can handle.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, we
So-
can always signal if things go like bad, and we need to get picked up. We can.
Right,
make some
well,
sort of
okay,
right
so
side.
if we go caw, that means we need to get brought back down. Okay.
Yeah, and what's the signal for? Come on up, we're still here and haven't left.
2 caws, caw, like that.
All right. Now, that's going to have to be a heck of a call because you guys are quite a ways away. The Pillar Stone of Ravenloft rises high into the air, and you're on the cliffs on the far side, hidden back in the woods, where your Raven friends can keep an eye on you. But, Malik, if you're going to smash your way into that window, I will need to ask you for an attack roll. You really, really do not want to critically fail right now.
Has a 20.
I mean, 20's just fine. And that's a Shatter Spike, so that is an auto crit on this poor window.
You best believe I'm two-handing that bad boy. Also, that doesn't have my strength mod added in, so that's more damage than that shows.
I believe
So that's actually 8 by default, plus an additional 2d. 7 more, 15.
Yes, that window did not have
Off to a good
that
start.
level of hit points. And you open up and reveal a room inside 2 coffins.
That's not what I wanted to hear. All right, I clamber off the eagle into the window, in through the window.
All right. You clamber off the eagle into the window. A tomb resting in hushed silence. Tall, stained glass windows dominate the eastern walls, save for one that has been smashed. Dim light falls on 2 coffins resting atop white marble slabs. The one against the north wall is marked King Barov von Zarovich, and the one against the south wall is marked Queen Ravonia von Royen. The vaulted ceiling, 30 feet overhead, is inlaid with beautiful gold mosaic. A stairwell to the west.
Okay. All right, we're in.
Yeah, I'm gonna break out the other window next to it, so we've got 2, 1 for each eagle. And I'll lean out the window and go caw, caw, down to them.
2 men abandoned them, right?
No, 2 means we're good to go. We're still here.
You can't hear that. You're
Is-
too far away.
Izzy just shakes her head.
There was no abandon them, Kaka.
No, I'm pretty sure there was.
And I look to Darvin and I say, so, we gonna open those coffins or what?
No, we're gonna sit and wait.
I was just joshing you. We're not
It's
gonna open
lunch,
the coffins
man.
yet.
It's always
Right.
lunch.
So are we going to try to do 2 on the next pass then? 2 per, or still doing 1 per?
Wait, pause for a second. Is lunch when we open coffins? Is that the coffin opening time? Is that what you're saying?
For Malik, I'm sure. Oh, look! More things to smash.
Yeah, you can't do that at lunch. You might get a cramp. That's unreasonable.
You gotta
Gotta
just
wait
gotta
30
stretch,
minutes after.
and don't forget to stretch first.
Yeah, stretch, of course. It's very important. But anyway,
Yeah, I think
we're standing guard.
Kyra would be eager for all of us to be back together again. She does not like them being
Stand,
alone.
like here.
All right, so they're all kind of size it up for what would probably be the best distributed load of, like, you know, like pairing up who look like 2 of the lighter options with 2 of the heavier options, and then
Mm-hmm.
sending those next batch off.
So,
So that'll just leave one person and Balto.
sounds like a riddle that's far too easy. On the following
Should we
trip,
leave Lady Wachter down there with Balto for the last time?
Oh, does Lady Wachter with us?
well,
Lady
Ismark
Wachter
dressed as
is
Lady
Mark.
Wachter.
Oh.
You were on the
That's,
phone. It
I
seemed
was.
appropriate
Fair
to
enough.
dress him up.
Okay. Somehow I doubt.
He looks
Is
very
Mark
majestic on
powers
the
of-
eagle. Just stop
Powers
acting.
of
It's fine.
deceptions.
It's fine.
But, okay, sure.
Just go with it.
I mean, sure. So, if you go ahead and move yourselves over to the room, the flights are uneventful. And
Excellent.
find yourself within a tomb.
Now, my next question is, I'm wondering if the 2 of them should work together to try to move Loki over there, and just
that
and
seems
just
like a bad call.
and just stuff him in through the window.
That seems like a bad idea for like 30 reasons. Loki's okay down there. I give him a mental thumbs up, and he whinnies.
Does he just wait for you? Is that what, like, is he
No,
gonna
I'll
catch
have
you
him-
like in The Princess Bride, or?
Man, that would be cool.
It's,
But,
it's going to be more like that episode of Futurama. I waited for you, Malik.
Except he's a celestial and doesn't die, so we're good.
Which means he'll be waiting a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
So you should all be able to control Ismark and Irina. So any one of you can choose to direct them as you need.
Right. So once everybody else is over in the tower, Thara will saddle up on Balto and ride away.
Okay. All right. Easy peasy.
Thanks for the
No.
ride.
Yep. Have fun storming the castle, kids. No, they'll go over on the final ride with 1 each, the luxury option.
Sounds good. Now to the west.
Once they're in, because I still got them for theoretically probably like another 45 minutes, I believe, because I think it's an hour for concentration. Oh. Should be. Double check. Concentration up to an hour. Yep.
Up to an hour.
So
yeah.
I'll just let them know to kind of like patrol the kind of skies around the area, and if anything weird happens, just make a really loud ruckus.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of ruckusing. This is Barovia, but that's fine.
I know, but I mean, something obviously hostile, not like, oh, a couple of bats, oh no.
That's fine. Yeah, dead things just lumbering around on the ground. They're like, yeah, that's fine. It's normal. So yeah. But to the west, wide steps descend to a landing flanked by 2 alcoves. Within each alcove, taking up the full 30-foot height of the ceiling, is a bronze statue of a warrior holding a spear. A soft blue curtain of light flows between the 2 alcoves. Dimly visible on the other side are more stairs.
So one of those pre-game plans that maybe we should have talked about before flying over, are we touching everything, or are we trying to avoid touching anything?
Well, okay. We were told that the things we need are with the tombs in the bottom floor. So I say we touch those, but don't touch other things we don't think will be useful, I guess. That seems reasonable. If no one says no, then that means it's true.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't toss his parents out the window.
Oh, are these his parents? Huh.
I assume so.
They did a bad job.
There's 1 and 2. They're in a room by themselves. Seems.
If they got the right last name, they are as von Zarovich.
I suppose that's fair.
You don't really do this.
You did
with
a bad
cousins.
job. Not supposed to speak ill of the dead, but come on. All right, I've got my great sword out, just so that's obvious. That ain't ever going away.
Okay. So,
I have the glowy sword out.
is it in full glowy mode?
Can it turn off?
Yes.
Then yes, and
So the sun sword has 2 options. It's either a really nice hilt with no blade, whoop, or you engage it and it's a blade of bright light.
is that like a bonus action
It is
engage?
a bonus action to engage. Now on top of that, you can turn it on like super high beams, and it becomes a really. Please make sure you review that because it is
Yes,
some nice features. Now, ahead of you, drifting between the 2 large statues, wafting blue light. Now, beyond that, it's a little difficult to see because it's very, very dark. And you're looking through light into darkness, and your eyes are just having a little bit of trouble with it. You know from your
Well, we did get
maps.
dark vision, right?
Yes. But looking through light into darkness,
Oh, well, yeah.
it's hard.
Mhm.
Don't you remember when you leave the vault for the first time? It's like that.
Blink, blink. So you do know there's a hallway. You know down that hallway is some stuff, but you're having a little trouble with the detail looking through the light. Now, you do know from your investigation and map making that there's a little thing peeking out over there.
Okay, just make
Get
sure.
out of there, you.
just drawing attention to it.
Just making sure. Just make sure.
Get out of there, you. What are you doing on that layer, you goofy
Malik's
thing?
like a dog on a leash. Hold him. No
Is
takesy
this like,
backsies, Casey. Come on.
You guys ever read that book about the guy who goes into tombs, and at one of the tombs you went in, if you stuck your hand in the light, it shot out traps at you? I feel like that's what this is. I'm just going to stick my hand into the light and then pull it back real fast.
Or you let me look.
I kind of declared an action before that. I mean, I don't know how much that nice Casey's going to be.
Darwin pulled the leash.
I feel like that has happened so many times in the past where Malik's going to do something and Izzy just goes, no.
Malik's like hands is out and like getting into light, and she's like, and he's like, oh, and puts his hand up through his hair.
I'm just saying, it worked for Illinois Smith, okay? And it was really cool.
So, nothing has happened so far.
All right, you want to?
Well, Izzy's going to be looking at everything. She trusts nothing. So, what am I rolling? Investigation or thieves' tools? I forget what I roll for this.
I think an investigation or thieves' tools, either way, would be just fine. That's quite good. So, you look it over, you're like, yes, I see. Barrier of some sort, magic involved. We could probably, if we wanted to, wriggle around behind the statues and stay out of the light. Or we could see what happens if we go right through it. But past that, you're probably going to need somebody with a little magic on their side to tell you what might happen if you went through it. I mean, obviously, that's a trigger.
Or I could drag one of the eagles in and have them go through it.
I mean,
What kind of druid are you?
Animal testing.
Not any sort of druid.
I mean, ranger, nature
I said we
person.
just
Well,
wiggle
they're
around.
not real eagles. They're like spirit eagles. They just go back to wherever they came from when I'm done with them.
Right. Just like... I don't
I mean,
know.
I'm all for going around, but
I'm all for going around. Let's just wiggle around.
And Kyle, Darvin, as he's, gets an eye on it, he's, warding barrier that's made to keep things out of this room. Still maybe not 100% clear on what would happen if
Did
you
a bad
tried.
job.
I mean,
Oh, wait. I take out a piece of chalk, and on the wall, I write Malik was here. But I spell was like this.
Of
Okay.
course.
okay.
Just to as like an FU.
Okay.
And then I sneak around behind the statue.
All right. It's a big statue. It's very, very uncomfortable sneaking around behind it. You get poked several times in unpleasant places,
Ow.
but you do find yourself now on the other side of the lake.
Ow.
okay, everybody.
Hey, it worked. Good job, Izzy. I definitely think if any of them is safe, it's the third one in on the left.
I mean, that seems safe.
What's this room look like, Mr. GM, sir?
What does that room look like? So, as everybody is moving around, and if folks would hold right there. All right. So, ahead of you, a great deal of text that the DM has to scroll past. Buried deep beneath the keep of Ravenloft lie ancient catacombs with arched ceilings supported by wide, hollow columns that double as crypts. Cobwebs hang limp in the musty air. A thick fog clings to the floor, which is covered in putrid waste. The black ceiling moves above you. As your eyes focus from the light of the glow, and you look up, you can see countless tiny bats clinging to the ceiling everywhere.
Gross.
And for reasons unknown, I would like everyone to please roll initiative as soon as I hit the button.
Oh, that's fun. I'm sure that's for good reasons that aren't bad.
You're so fast!
It was up.
Yeah, I had to clear turns that were from other places. That was me. That was all me.
The
Get you
nerve of some people.
Get you added on.
Fucking killing it with the initiative, as per usual.
You want me to reroll?
Did you were already in there? Where you at? You're over
18.
Add turn.
Um,
18.
I'll volunteer to take one of the NPCs.
Sure.
Just to make it easier. We have their sheets, right? So.
Yep, you have the sheets. Who would like the one? Who would like the other?
I'm already juggling two characters.
Okay.
That's fair. I'll take Ismark. I know what he does.
Who wants
Lady
Irina?
Wachter.
His character sheet says Ismark Kolyanovich. Medium humanoid.
I mean, it does.
Human. Lawful good.
I hear you all leaping to take control of Irina.
I mean, I'll do Irina too if no one's gonna shout up. I'll do both.
I mean, yeah, I'll do Irina. Unless Athy, if you would like to.
Yes. The Malik
I-
Darvin team should each have 2 characters.
You could take her if you would like her.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, things are going to start to happen.
Of course they are.
And one of the things that's going to start to happen is I'm going to add somebody to the initiative turn set.
That's an interesting name that's just popped up.
All right. Now, Thara,
Hmm.
You're in a room full of bats.
Yeah.
All over the ceiling. They look like normal-ish bats. You know there must be hordes of them down here.
I'm sure.
But they're reacting in the normal way. They're moving away from sources of light. Anything you would like to do or declare?
I mean, if I haven't noticed anything specific going on, like I'm probably just in this situation still trying to kind of show Balto what to do to get around the statue, like hug the wall, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really paying too much attention if nobody else ahead has been doing anything too crazy. So, no, probably not.
Sounds good. Izzy.
She's watching the bats and waiting for everybody to get around. Like she has both her weapons out. The sun sword's not lit, so she'll just hold an action for if bats get spooked and start flailing and attacking. But otherwise, she's chilling and waiting for everybody to get out from behind the statues.
Sounds good. Lyra.
Yeah, same as everybody else. Like, I'm just kind of looking around. The moment is long and tense, but I will firebolt something if it seems aggressive at any of my friends.
Sounds very reasonable. Irina.
Let's see here. Probably doesn't like being pinned into a statue area. And in between everybody else who's well armored and or experienced, and probably a static dodge action, unless otherwise noted.
Okay.
Like especially during off initiative times.
Sure. Sounds reasonable. Ismark.
All right. Guess he's gonna come out to here.
Nice music.
Weapons out. Ready to stab something if something bad happens.
That seems reasonable.
It's his turn.
A thing happens.
Oh, look, a thing.
Gasp!
Strahd steps out of the wall.
Oh dear.
Disappointing. I had hoped you'd accept my invitation. And he reaches forward, and he tries to put his arm around Irina's waist. It's a grapple attack. Not a very good one. Only
He's
an
nervous.
8.
He's been waiting for this for so long.
It has been a little while.
It's like when you finally ask a girl out, you go to the movies, and you like try to put your hand around her in the seat, but you mess it up because.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Irina, what are you doing?
Oh, Irina, come on! You're supposed to have higher standards.
So, despite the lack of moves, Strahd has an arm around Irina. Now,
did
that
it
is
look
an attack.
aggressive? Now is
That
she my
looked
friend?
aggressive. I mean,
Mm.
I'm going to leave that one up to you, and you can decide
Well, look,
if you're going to firebolt
you know,
Strahd at point-blank range.
You razz your friends sometimes, you know?
You
Like,
light
oh,
some of your
you're
friends
dumb.
Oh, fire! Ah! Oh.
I mean,
It'll be at disadvantage, too. That sucks.
I'm sure Strahd's AC is like 12, so. In fact, as someone who's seen his stat block, it's definitely 12. We'll be fine.
Yeah. No. No. Not gonna do it.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
All right. With that, Strahd moves to take a step away into the wall,
Wait, is he still with her, or did he not get her?
pulling her with him.
She... did she become a different...
She's grappled.
Yeah, you can move.
He can now move it at his speed.
No, I just mean, like,
with your
into the
toe.
wall. Is there a hole in the... Okay, never mind.
Nope, he is moving into the wall.
Alrighty.
Undead magics.
Yeah.
That extend to people that are grappled. I did not know.
He is one with the castle. Part of the castle, part of the crew. Anyone doing anything I should know about?
I said I had my greatsword out, so I can't do anything.
Attacks of
Oh,
opportunity.
for fuck's sake, fine. Like, if he's gonna move her through the fucking wall, hold still,
That's good.
motherfucker.
About 21 hits. That's pretty good.
The 21 is good. You do see a splotch of burnt flesh appear on his face, and then just as quickly, his face reforms. He does spare you a glance.
There's
But his
5 more
attention
damage. I don't know why that's
all
not showing
on
up, sorry. I keep having to edit it every time. But,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah, she'll just be like, wait. Come on.
Ah,
So you put a gun to his head, shoot it, and then they're like, whoa, everyone calm down. Let's slow down here.
Hey, to be fair, it was pointed in a direction. And then he came in and tried to take her through a wall, and I was like, wait.
So you're claiming you like Dick Cheney'd him. It wasn't meant to shoot him.
Okay,
Just
Malik,
was in
look,
the
pick
way.
a side. You can't be against Strahd and Kyra in one game.
Irina is dragged, kicking and screaming, into the stone of Castle Ravenloft.
Well, that's not good.
Off to a bad start, guys.
Darvin.
Real bad start.
I'm just saying, beach day is still an option. The Eagles are still out there.
Do you want me to tape a pie to Irina to give you to want to get her back or something?
Nice one. Out of initiative high five.
Okay, so was he going, like, flat level in, or, like, up, or, like, down in?
He looked like he walked forward, grabbed her, and walked backwards on a flat, vertical plane. Moving horizontally, not vertically. Level to the floor.
Say it another way, Casey.
No uppy downy.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Now I understand.
God damn. Okay, I mean, I guess I'll look and I'll be like, are we running?
He didn't seem concerned with the rest of us. I don't know.
I mean, that's not a no. 10.
We can't
Wait.
leave her.
Running where? This is literally the old lady fight again. Where are you going, Darvin?
He kind of, like, as he's rounding the corner, he kind of points, like, that way, but, like, into the wall, and then, like, to the north.
I mean, definitely that way into the wall and to the north.
Fair enough.
Shit him on a wall. Alright, so that's 30. Yeah, we'll bonus out a dash and open the door. Not bonus out a dash, regular out a dash and open the door.
Dash and opening a door. Inside. Hang on. Make sure that you could actually open that door. Maybe you shouldn't reveal that so quick. Rushing up to the door, you see a placard that reads, Sir Sendik Spinwalkwich, Admiral Spinwalkwich. Confused though he was, he built the greatest naval force ever assembled in a landlocked country. Inside, an 11-foot funeral barge dominates the crypt. wedged diagonally into the available space. Lying in the boat is a skeleton draped in rags, with hundreds of gold coins piled about it. Big boat, little room.
Big boat, little room. Okay, so then the 25 feet back.
And no Strahd.
25. Nothing I can't see. Can we... Malik, can you pop him?
I mean, he's in the wall. I can't go through wall.
Well, shit.
Yeah, if we can't, if I can't see him, I can't know he's there.
Anything else, Darvin?
Not on this, no.
As your turn comes to an end, Strahd steps out of the wall, dragging Irina behind him. He looks back at you. Stubborn. Balto.
Fuck.
Nope, Rob, if you're talking, you're muted, or I'm not hearing you.
Sorry, yeah. He makes it around to here, and he's just kind of confused as to what's going on. I was going to say, one thing I've never really paid attention to is what the rules for mounting works. I know there's something about like merging initiatives at some point, but I don't think we've ever done that with them, so I don't know what that is.
If you are mounted and controlling him, he moves on your turn. Usually we just match up your initiatives because it tends to make sense that way.
I was going to say, well, because I've always been controlling him anyway, but well, yeah, I guess maybe for expediency's sake then, because he does move faster than her, I guess he'll get to there and then stop and then wait for her to come around to mount up on her turn.
Sounds good. At the end of Balto's turn, Strahd continues moving, stepping into the darkness out of Darvin's sight. Malik.
Up and
Does
around.
Okay, thank you. That's just my question. All right, we're going for it. So we get to there. Sans dash. Gonna dash. Oh, 10 feet to there. Okay. Over there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't use a bonus action this early. Yeah, I do. I do want to use a bonus action this early. I would like to it's not in there. I think it's as a second level spell, cast Hunter's Mark on Mr. Strahd.
Okay.
Because I can't attack him this turn. But it lasts longer. Oh no. I have to use a third level slot. I'm just going to do it first level. So first level, I can't hit him this turn, but I have advantage on perception and survival checks to spot him or follow him.
Okay.
So that is what I'm doing. That is my turn. And then I'm just standing there menacingly with a big old sword.
Seems reasonable.
Malik's a very reasonable man.
At the end of your turn, Malik, Strahd walks up the wall in front of you. He ends up about 20 feet in the air above you, quite close to the 30-foot high ceiling.
I think I know the answer to this, but does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
It does not provoke
I
an
didn't think
attack of opportunity.
Yeah, okay.
It has come round to your turn.
Okay, so if I mount up now, you said it just matches our initiatives.
Yes, so you would be able to control his movement.
Okay. Well, hell, I don't even know what to do at this point because Darvin has run off, or not Darvin, Malik. Well, Darvin kind of did too, but then he came back. Whew. I guess I'll load up the crossbow and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Can't see anything from there, so we'll dash 45, 50 to here. Do I see anything at this point?
Yes, you see Strahd standing as if you were on the floor, but on the wall, 20 feet up in the air, dangling from one hand, Irina. Below him, Malik.
Dangling from his hand or from his. So she's just like got her by one hand. It's kind of.
He's basically just got one hand wrapped around him, and he must be massively strong because
Right.
it does not look like he's working at it.
But like, it's not like she seems to be affected by this whatever wall walking anti gravity stuff. Like she's dangling.
She is dangling.
Okay.
If loosed, she would probably fall.
How far? You said 30 feet.
20 feet.
20.
He's 20 feet in the air. 10 more feet to the ceiling.
I'm wondering, would there be any way I could make like a called shot at his hand to try to get him to drop her? What would be the
Shot trick, which is a fighter skill. There's a disarm attack, but that's a melee sort of grapply one, so not one I can think of if you don't
Okay.
have an action like that.
All right. Seems like a waste of holy water to use any of this soon, because he's probably just going to disappear again. That said, don't let it be said I didn't try, so I'm just going to take a shot at him since I've got it readied.
Sure.
25
25 is a hit.
for 9 points of non-magical piercing.
9 points of non-magical piercing. You see the arrow go into him, and almost as soon as it's in, it's back out again and falling to the floor.
Ah, great. This is wonderful.
I have a question, Mr. Casey,
Mhm.
sir. We've seen vampires regenerate. Does this seem faster?
Yes, this seems like he is just ignoring it.
Okay.
Duru was very obviously regenerating much more slowly. This is almost shrugging off the damage entirely. Not like you're hitting golems or something that just, it's not damaged.
Like he is being damaged, but it's just instantly being repaired.
Yes.
Okay.
Thara, anything else for you?
I think that's all I've got, really.
All right. Balto, I don't think can get that
Yeah, you
high.
can't do anything from there.
Izzy.
Going to.
Actually, hold on. I'm sorry. Athy, you said sword was on, correct?
No,
Okay, never mind.
because she didn't want like a big beacon. Because I mean, it's a big glowy thing that's brighter than torches and stuff. She is going to dash her way up here. Or not, this thing didn't work. So
I saw the
She
arrow. I
can
know where
get-
you go. Get there.
here.
You can get there. Yep.
And that's really all she could do. I mean, she's not going to throw her sword at him.
Okay.
But, not letting them be alone. So, hold on. So he walked up the wall.
He did walk up the wall.
About how many feet you said? 20
He is
feet?
20 feet in the air.
And Irina's dangling.
Irina is dangling.
Yeah. She has like 5 feet left. Like even if she tried to like wall run parkour up the thing, I don't think she could grab Irina. That looks like what she's gearing up to do, but that's it currently.
All right, so you are at top speed moving towards the wall, but before you can manage it, Kyra is doing something behind you. Kyra, what are you doing? Yelling, "Good riddance!"
no, I'm. If anything, I'm just regretting not burning her instead of him. But she'll make her way around and. Well, I mean, it would have stopped him. I think. I really don't know. Don't really understand his motivations, but Irina, I'm gonna try a thing. Hold your breath, and I'm gonna try and cast this in the air, only trying to grasp her who is dangling from him who is on the ceiling. So she has to make a strength saving throw. If this is why I'm doing this. If she succeeds, she gets to move her choice of where, right? As per creature's choice. So even if she fails, she can move of her own accord, or I can pull her. As far as I understand this.
I'm going to say she probably can't move of her own accord, but you could pull her.
Well, it says creature's choice. Is she charmed and unable to make decisions?
Well, no, it's just a matter of he is holding her. So hang on, let me just skim my way through here. Repeat procedure save. Restrain 4. Okay, so DC 17 saving throw. Okay, so what I will say we can do with this one is you can either arrange it so that Irina would be able to make an immediate grapple escape attempt against Strahd, or you can force Strahd to try and make the DC 17 saving throw. So it's either you're using this to give her a chance to get free, or you're just trying to rip her out of Strahd's hand. Which way would you like to do it?
Well, in that case, why not target both of them and make both happen?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, because... Yeah, what the fuck. Yeah, I might as well.
Okay. You got it. All right. So...
Too bad it doesn't count as running water.
Does not count as running water. Blurble, blurble, blurble. So first, the Strahd strength saving throw.
Weak ass
Water
bitch.
engulfs him, but very similar to the way he's been shrugging off these arrows and bolts, he just moves, and the water parts around him. Irina, however, still gets the opportunity to make the strength. So would Irina please give me athletics or acrobatics? Athletics or acrobatics, trying to get out of there.
Come on, Irina.
13.
That's not horrendous. It's
But
worse than him, though.
not enough. So you have forced him to expend some energy, but he is still holding on to his bride-to-be. Kyra, anything else for you?
Nope, just an awkward water bubble waiting now.
Okay. Irina.
Let me out! God damn it.
Garble, garble, garble.
He could. I don't think he actually could. Say that way.
I mean, he tried, but he hung
Worse.
on.
Did you try, Irina? Did you?
Not really. But anything else? Irina, that would be your action.
She's playing
no
hard
movement,
to get.
kicking and screaming. Ismark.
Ismark is very a long way away. What's going on here?
Lift the bottom of the dress to walk.
I mean, I guess he's gonna dash, right? does 50 feet. He'll get to there. Does have a heavy crossbow. I guess he's gonna pull that bad boy out. But that's his whole turn. Like, he can't do anything else.
All right. Strahd glances over at his shoulder at you all and moves up the wall and through the floor, pulling Irina behind him. The two and for the moment, we're going to drop out of turn order. Ismark is pitching a fit. What are the rest of you doing?
In that he's just upset that Irina took Strahd in a pretty understandable way, or in a different way?
Yes, he's very upset that Irina just ran away with Strahd. What?
So sorry, Strahd took Irina.
Yes, that is the upset level he is at currently.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't like, you guys are fucking stupid, I can't believe you did let him get away or something. Okay. Well, we're here. I think we need to search for the items. If they are as helpful as Madam Eva has led us to believe, we'll need them.
Yes. Now, but, faster.
So, these all seem to be tombs.
It's a good thing we have a very accurate map of this place. Correct?
We're looking for tombs. The tomb of a guild member, and...
I mean, this map is pretty accurate that you have, but it doesn't have all the labels. As you do start looking around, you do see
split up labels. And start looking at doors and reading things.
Split up and look for clues, Steve.
Less splitting up. More of us all standing in sunlight so we don't get wall hacked again.
To be fair, I don't think it was a wall hack. I think he just had admin privileges. I think that's different.
Start at the bottom, work left.
We're here, yeah. Might as well, right? What's the one next to me?
You want me to put, the 30-foot glow on?
Yeah. And,
so Mal is a... Whoa! Look at the glow. What's the glow?
The sun sword.
Oh, the sun sword. Okay. Malik, beside you, a placard reads, Sir Leonid Krushkin, Sir Lee the Crusher. Bigger than life, he loved his jewelry. Next to Darvin and Izzy, Tasha Petrova, Healer of Kings, Light unto the West, Servant, Companion.
Lame. Next.
Strikeout. Next.
Malik rushes ahead and sees Prince Ariel du Plumet.
That's it? He doesn't get a cool title or anything?
Nope. Prince Ariel du Plumet.
I guess maybe. I'll put a question mark on this door with my chalk.
Darvin rushes forward. Artank Zwilich, friends and member of the Barovian Wine Distillers Guild.
Under, it was a lot of gold, a lot of fucking things, bottles.
Dang.
Open it.
Hold on. Let me look at the door just in case. I don't trust you people not to explode yourselves. Just peek.
Alright, hang on. Let me catch up here. Alright, that's the thing. That's that thing. Okay. Peeking happens. You detect no traps.
Excellent. You want to open it? Open it. Open it.
Joel, open it.
You open the door. You're greeted by the faint smell of wine. A skeleton, draped in rags, lies atop a marble slab in the center of the crypt. Heaped around it, covering the entire floor, are thousands of empty wine bottles.
In that little room, there are thousands of bottles.
Thousands. It's a heaping
Empty
pile.
bottles?
I mean, are you gonna check
Casey.
every one of them?
Okay, so if this is okay, this is what it said. Powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. I see a dark room, a room full of bottles. This matches the description. It's the tomb of the guild member. So look around for a holy symbol of some kind, I guess.
Dude, I think we could go around with look for not wine bottle.
All
That's
right.
fair.
So as you investigate for not wine bottle, could I have an investigation check? Or perhaps a perception, as you'd like to.
I'm helping Darwin because he's better at both those than me.
I'm casting guidance.
I'll investigate.
Okay, so I'm
Help
helping
me.
Izzy.
Oh god.
You do have assistance, so please give me
Advantage,
a
yeah.
second roll.
Oh, much better,
It's a
actually.
much better roll. Just needed that little. No, not the bottles. You just had to pull Malik away from his little crying fit. So, after some
Or
digging,
funsies.
under many bottles,
She burrows.
you do discover
Like a little badger, she just burrows down. It's like...
a thing.
I hold my sword and just dives in.
Now, I need to know: do we have a cleric or paladin of good alignment?
I don't know, Darwin. Do we
I
have
don't
one of those? I don't know.
Oh, okay, I'll grab it.
Pretty.
Oh shit, that's almost like a little bit mystery.
I mean, it is
is
almost a
kinda
little bit mystery. Lathander would have something to say about your assessment, but other than that, sure. The holy symbol of Ravenkind is a unique symbol,
Oh.
sacred to good-hearted, faithful.
Oh wait, is
Barovia.
Darwin good? I just realized Mistra's not good. But is Darwin though?
Can be good.
5e Mister is good.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We're good. I thought she was lawful neutral. Never mind.
All right. As you assess the symbol and grow accustomed to its powers, you feel you could do some things if you only had an hour to play with it. Until then, it's just pretty.
Well, let's hang on to it for now. If we get a time to break. But I mean, based on the description, it's probably something worth using.
Yeah. I don't know how we're gonna get an hour in here.
What's in this door? Or what's this door say?
Well, was there something
Malik!
else?
Hold, please.
Oh dear.
Damn it.
Hello.
I was just reading. I'm not opening it. I'm just reading the plaque.
Malik.
I just like to read.
On the plaque, you read, Saint Markovia, dead for all time. At the
Oh, it's
same
a
time, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Psh, Casey, you know that'd be my best save.
I mean, could be.
Not a problem.
Yeah, it seems like that. A quartet of darts find those little chinks in your armor and the orcish flesh underneath. The pinprick is nothing compared to the burning pain that follows as poison courses through your body. Please make me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I'm better at those.
This is versus poison, if that gives you any bonus.
I like it less.
I mean, it might.
Does that help?
I don't think
Okay,
so.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Fine. Only taking 3 points of damage for your trouble.
Not a problem. That just puts me at a nice round number.
Seems reasonable. Ahead of you, a door.
This one stabbed me. I don't want to go in it. It does say there's a saint in there, though. That's kind of cool. I from a little ways
what
away,
else are
I
we
draw
looking
like
for?
a stabbing on the wall. Mountain of gold coins.
That's just all we know. A mountain of gold coins.
Mercenary. The knowledge you seek lies with the dead under a mountain of gold coins.
Wasn't there a whole bunch of gold coins in that other room?
Was it a mountain though? And it sounded like he was an admiral, right? That's not really a mercenary.
I remember, didn't we have a talk about this? Something about taxes?
Oh yeah, undeath and taxes are the two things you can depend on in Barovia.
That's true. Now, as you guys are having your conversation, Darvin, you feel a sudden whew, just a big heaping magical woomph as something massive just turned off.
Something turned off?
Turned off. A massive magical presence. Just a little bit of electricity in the air, that taste in the back of your teeth. It just went away.
Is it like relating to me or the outside of me?
Outside of you, the surroundings around you. The world seems a little less magical.
I will try to explain that in some way that doesn't make me sound like a crazy old man to everybody else.
Good luck.
But no,
No. I don't know what that means. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know.
Like nearby?
Guys, I don't know.
Like her sword is still glowing, right? Nothing
Yeah,
just
sword's still
shut magic
glowing.
down.
Doesn't seem to have had any immediate effect, but it felt just a little off.
Let's keep looking.
Yeah, I don't. That's good to know, but there's nothing. It's not actionable at the moment.
Every few seconds, Ismark stabs a wall.
Yeah, we get it as Mark.
I'll get him if he comes out again.
I'm sure you will. I believe in you, buddy.
All right, moving right along. Let's see here. Thara looks. She sees Prince Ariel du Plumet's label. Malik moving along sees Lady Isolde Junk, purveyor of antiques and imports.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a cross through once we've already checked.
Thara heading down, checks out Piddlewick, full of Dorfinia.
Sounds like a cool dude.
Darvin is up looking at the inscription of Artista de Sloop, court ceiling painter. Malik has moved down to the crypt of Duchess Dorfinia de Siliana. Yeah.
That's it? Nothing else?
Yep, Duchess Dorfinia de Siliana.
Could have been a mercenary. Question mark.
Izzy's just ignoring walls.
Spooky.
Kyra has moved over to a door. The stone door of this crypt lies on the floor. Its inscription, obscured by fog, gapes open. A skull, some bones, and a few bits of rusted armor lie atop a marble slab with a leering stone gargoyle squatting on the end. The epitaph on the door reads, Zarovich, what the blood of 100 wars did not do, the spurn of a woman accomplished.
Maybe. Could have
Pissed
been a
off the
mercenary.
wrong person.
Could have been a mercenary.
Thara has moved down to the crypt of Kazan. His word was power.
That's theoretically. I don't know. That's not like mercenary.
I believe the name of the movie was Kazam.
Kazan?
Yeah.
Shazam?
And Shaq's sick dunks were power is more accurate description.
Darvin stands by King Katsky, ruler, inventor, and self-proclaimed time traveler.
The best time travelers are self-proclaimed. That's a no.
Ismark just stabs at a wall once more. Thara has moved next to she's by Kazan's, and then scampers over to Elsa Felona von Twitterberg. She had many followers.
Oh, that's come on!
Well, clearly the source of ultimate evil is right there. So
I mean, it does seem that way. Darvin and Kyra are making their way around the pillar crypt of Stabol Indibak, a truer friend no ruler ever had. Here lies his family in honor.
No.
Again, that was Stabol Indibak. Yep, they're like that. Let's see here. Malik has made it down to the crypt of Sasha Ivlonska, wife. Kyra is at the crypt of Artemis, builder of the keep. Thou standest amidst the monument to his life.
Ooh,
Darvin.
I like this.
Great work, dude.
Maybe he has, info in his pocket.
Oh, does he think he has like a little brochure about Castle
Yeah,
Ravenloft?
fucking A. If you made Castle Raven, here's the good stuff down here, X.
Darvin is at a crypt where the door has been carefully laid to one side. Through swirly mists of perpetual fog, freshly engraved letters spell out the words, Irina Kolyana, wife.
Uh-oh.
No.
I mean, you say no,
No, Casey.
but
Even fresher carved
Casey?
words. And
No.
all right, just one moment as I catch up to your frantic wanderings here. Thing, 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 thing. And
it's the worst game of tic-tac-toe I've ever played.
reveal.
Oh, God.
There's so many.
Montage time.
Montage time.
Montage.
Kyra,
I mean, I thought we weren't splitting up, but now everyone's
Yeah, you're all
like-
spread out. Now you got curious. Kyra's standing in front of Kova, Velenkoma, bride. Malik.
What do you think the difference between wife and bride is? Let's ponder for a moment.
Well, wife, I would think the marriage happened. Bride, not quite.
Come on, haven't you ever seen Sister Wives? You know what this is.
There we go.
No.
Malik is in front of the crypt of Sir Eric Wunderbucks. Whereas
Got bucks in his name. It's got gold. Or put a question mark on that
Wow.
one.
Who put Malik in charge of the question marks?
That was it. There's just
Izzy, you find what do you got? Okay. Oh, Kyra.
I'm over here. She doesn't have me.
No, Izzy's in front of a door
Izzy sees Kyra.
labeled Kyra.
oh,
Dear.
hey Kyra.
Is it spelled differently?
Nope. Proper spelling.
I didn't even get a fucking title? God, fuck you,
It's
Strahd.
not like Slayer of Children. Come on, Strahd. Easy one.
Kyra, meanwhile, is in front of this door labeled Stefan Gregovich, first counselor to King Barov von Zarovich. Darvin has made his way to.
I don't even get a question mark, Malik. What the fuck, man?
You're not a mercenary, I don't think.
Give my own self a fucking question mark.
Darvin's got intrinsic value. He spurned wealth for the knowledge he could take.
Nah, definitely not that guy.
Ismark's crypt is missing a door.
That's probably because he's on the opposite side from the door.
He's probably that. Malik has moved in front of Pascal Offenheis, Chef Deluxe. And let's see here.
Oh, there's more.
People have moved. Thara. Okay. All right. Everybody hold on for a second. Thara has moved in front of Baron Isglaze-Druff. No additional monikers. Kyra has moved in front of Prefect Cyril Romolfik, beloved of King Barov and Queen Ravonia, High Priest of the Most Holy Order.
Did anyone
Darvin.
look at this one?
What's that? No one has looked at that one yet.
Oh.
Okay, so hang on. Wait, everybody stop moving! Darvin, yours reads only, we knew him only by his wealth.
Oh, that's a bingo.
And
That's a bingo.
as you start reading, wait, where did Thara go? Thara moved down there. Okay. Everyone hold for a moment. And may I please have initiatives?
Oh no.
See, when we started this, Izzy was trying to
Killing it.
keep everyone in the bubble of sun, but y'all went.
I'm close by, as is Ismark. I'm sticking with the plan. Other people are wandering off. You know what, Darvin? Maybe we should put them on a leash, because they just seem so prone to wandering.
You're gonna get a
around,
muzzle added to your leash if
getting
you
away
don't
from
shut
the
them.
plan.
some reason,
Oh, I found spiders. I found 3 very large spiders.
You did find 3 very large spiders. In fact, the door that we had mentioned earlier was missing, is completely missing, and inside is infested with massive spiders, and they would all very much like to meet Malik.
For some reason, even though I was clicked on my token, it didn't send me to the initiative order. I don't know why.
Let's get you added to the initiative order. Objects and tokens. Click on turn. Add turn. There we go.
Alright.
Spider up, guys.
Spider up. They can't beat my initiative. It's impossible. Oh, they didn't. Excellent. Oh, come on. It was supposed to be impossible.
I mean, certain things are and certain things are not possible. One of the things that are possible is that a spider...
If you break my concentration, I'm gonna fucking murder this shit. You just moved through me?
Keep him around. Keep him around. Wait, hang on. Are we playing flanking? I think we are.
We had been, I believe.
We
Yes.
had been, yeah.
Okay. So he scriddles around you and all this, and then tries to put the bite on you, and does a 21 hit.
21 will hit, yeah.
May I have a DC 11 Constitution saving throw?
Okay. No problem.
No problem. So only taking 13 damage, 4 of which are poison. The spider seems a little surprised that you're still standing after this. Most of its prey falls down and twitches. Thara, oh my god, I didn't see you up there.
That's
You're
okay.
so
I
much
would
faster
have known
than I
this was
thought.
happening anyway. I would have just been checking the next door.
Okay. So Thara's next door down there reads... Bucephalus, the Wonder Horse. May the flowers grow ever brighter where he trods.
Nope.
Maybe.
Maybe. So Thara calls out maybe as Malik calls out ouch, and then Izzy, what you doing?
They buried a horse in here, guys.
They did.
There's a
Horse.
bunch of spiders too, apparently. So she starts off to the.
Oh, in your tomb? That's weird.
They're still alive!
Why would they bury live spiders? That makes no sense.
They're biting people!
Now, Izzy, as you moved away, you just caught sight of your sign, which read King Drostrun, the Hellborn. But
That's it.
what? That's not a hit. The second one's okay. So 6 points of piercing damage. Do you want to maybe... There you go. And that's a lot more than that little spider can handle. He is just squish.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that
Izzy.
was, hold on, 5, 10, 15, 20. Try to keep them from coming out.
Bottle up those spiders.
This is the loudest house I've ever been. Stop making noise.
Izzy, anything else for you?
Nope, that's it. That's all she
All
got.
right. Kyra, you are standing in front of the crypt of Ivan Islisvik. Oh my god.
Bless you.
Ivan Ivilsklik. I got nothing. It's Ivan, champion of Winter Dog Racing. May the race go to the swift, but vengeance is for the loser's relatives.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay. You also hear, stabby, stabby.
Yeah, I hear Malik talking some shit. Oh, you handled the spiders so well last time. You sure you don't want to just take them all on? Do I see any crawling out at him yet?
You see like an occasional leg, but nothing you can draw a bead on at
There's
that
a
angle.
dead one over here.
There is a dead one over there.
All right, I will. Knowing what the dead one and guessing the live ones probably look like that, I will look for one of those, and when it comes out, I will firebolt its leg or face.
Seems very reasonable.
Slegger face.
Leggerface.
Specifically, leg or face.
Malik.
All right, well, I hit this one in the face with a greatsword.
Okay. You
I-
are going to hit that one in the
I
face.
did.
with a
I
greatsword.
hit it.
That is no longer a spider.
Okay. We're gonna step to here. Try to hit the other one in the face with the greatsword.
Okay. Yep, that's a dead spider. You have eliminated the spiders. The tomb or the crypt is full of spider webs and small desiccated creatures, but otherwise empty.
We got him. We're good.
And we're gonna drop out of turn order for the moment.
Never mind. False alarm. Well, it wasn't false. There was definitely spiders in there, but
Definitely
They're dead now.
spiders in there. Darwin in front of a crypt that reads, "We knew him only by his wealth."
I feel like that's pretty promising. I feel like that's worth an open.
Ismark reports that his door has no name or epitaph on it.
That's a possibility. I feel like it's this one, right? We knew him only by his wealth. I mean, come on.
Let me just check before something stabs somebody else. There's these spling.
Nah, that door's fine.
Is open?
Yeah, well, I mean,
No.
duk, duk, duk. Let's see here. The crypt is empty. Its walls are painted to depict mountains of gold coins.
That's the one. That's it.
Mhm.
Get the one.
But there's nothing in it.
Was it
appears empty.
under a mountain of gold
It
coins?
said under a mountain.
Well, we could check to see if there's secret compartments or something.
Perhaps.
And please hold for just a moment.
Uh-oh.
I checked for traps.
I know you checked for
You
traps.
checked outside the door, to be
You
fair.
did check outside the door for traps. However, inside the door is where the problem lies. Let's see here.
What do I gotta roll?
I'm looking. Please roll me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw as you tumble down into a pit full of spikes.
Constitution?
Constitution.
No deck saves? For
No
not
dex
falling?
saves.
That's weird.
No dex save. You do take 11 points of damage as you get yourself a bit spickly, but no tetanus, no super tetanus. You're fine.
So was that for poison?
No, that was just for spikes. Pure spikes. Spiky spikes.
So I theoretically could have just went hurt and not got hurt. Like.
Oh no, that was for the con was for the poison. Con was to take more damage. Which you passed.
Because I would have had advantage on the poison. Not that I needed it, but just in case.
And as you're like, oh, that sucked so much. Hey, look, that guy fell for it too. Huh. He's got a book.
Huh.
What do you see?
Huh.
Nagging a book. Hold on. How far down am I?
It's only 30 feet.
So. Kyra.
Yeah.
Catch.
Yeah. Okay, I'm great at this.
Flinging the book up at the door.
I mean, what could go wrong? A fairly hefty tome comes whirling up from the depths. Oh!
In the face.
Good news. It's heavy and leather with an iron bound lock. It's just very, very good that it just cracked you right in the face. Unfortunately, due to the rough handling, you do see several motes of the paper dust and come off. Seems quite old and, probably not kept in the best of conditions at the bottom of a spike-filled pit. A little bit of time might help out, and on the cover, a symbol which you recognize as the family crest of the Zarovichs, Strahd's family.
I got his diary, guys.
Okay. What does it say?
Curiously accurate assessment.
Oh, really? Sweet.
Which one of us is his favorite?
I don't know.
bet
There's
it's
like
Darvin.
6 pages where he's just writing his name over and over again.
You gotta practice your
It's
signature.
a diary. Anyone got a rope?
Yeah, I got rope.
Help.
I lower some rope down for Izzy.
Do you want me to roll a climb out or just climb out?
No, you're fine.
Well, if we take 10 minutes, I could lift you out quite easily using my block and tackle.
You're fine. So, as Kyra begins taking a look through and finding the more salient passages, a lot of the book is ruined. But some can be read, and some especially catch her eye, which you guys should have access to now.
Oh man, if only this was read. I'm just having trouble getting into, into it.
Well, maybe if you had some more time, to settle down and hear someone read you a bedtime story. But are you going to take time to read it? I mean, somewhere above, bad things are probably happening to Irina.
Yeah, she is
Okay,
less
notice.
concerned about that. But yeah, she has lost all interest in opening new, doors and stuff, and is just following people around mindlessly with her head in the book.
Huh.
Okay, well let's present a value proposition. Do we take an hour to prepare, allowing Darvin to attune to that potentially very powerful holy symbol, and allowing us to sort of marinate upon the thoughts in that book? Or do we rush in potentially fatally unprepared?
I would say...
I mean, we don't know where she is. This isn't like...
Right, it's not like we can run straight to her right now. We have no idea.
I would say something to the effect of, don't worry about her. She's basically fine. I had a thing.
I don't know that that's true.
I can't tell you the details, but she's okay-ish.
So she's been bit like twice already that we know. Is there like a number of bites that would, turn her? I don't know how the whole vampire thing works.
I think you guys have done a little bit of vampiric research over time, and you did have access to a excellent vampire hunter. So you are aware that it's not a number of times. It's just a matter of should the vampire kill you by draining your blood. It could happen all at once or it could happen over time. Then you will rise as a vampire spawn. It's
So he was
simply
just being
matter
a
of
creeper wanting a snack.
killing you by the bite. Well, she's a special case.
I mean, Darvin's all about taking an hour, but if we can find a safe hour, I don't even know where that would exist.
I mean, I don't think he's going to bother us. He has the snick snack he was looking for immediately, and then I'm sure destroying us is part 2 of his dinner plans.
We could head back to the room we came in. And his parents' crypt is protected by that wall of light.
I mean, I'm sure he can get in there, but yeah.
I'm sure he can get us anywhere. Like that's
But
we're never
from
going to be
other
safe from
things,
him,
sure.
but we might be safe from other things there.
Yeah. Let's go hang out with Mommy and Daddy. I got some reading to do. Look, I'm the last one to get my special toy. I want to read my toy.
So to the other room.
Go over here.
Malik walks directly through the blue light.
No, I walk around it.
Aw. Everybody did.
I tried to do it. They talked me out of it. Blame them, Casey.
Hi, birds.
Hi, Birdie. Aren't you a good birdie? You're a good birdie.
Scoot the birds
Caw,
into the
Yes, that's right. Caw.
Actually, the birds, I think, are circling up above, keeping an eye out as per Rob's instructions.
No. At this point.
Thara is on it. Let's see here. Thara is standing by the door of Growlmore Nimblenobs, Wizard Ordinaire.
Ordinaire.
It's a pretty good joke.
Rob, did we lose you?
Oh no, sorry. I didn't see that everybody had relocated.
Yeah. So I believe the plan is to take an hour, short rest, think, attune, etc., and perhaps get a little bit of info.
Yeah. That's fair. Does that mean it's probably about time for our short break too?
Yeah, I think let's do it. Let's do our super short break. Super short.
Question.
People a chance to skim through things.
Are
Yep,
we
go ahead.
level 10 or level 9?
I think we're level 10.
We were 10, I believe.
Do you think
10.
you are?
No, because I wasn't sure if we actually did the whole leveled for real.
Yeah, we leveled 2 sessions ago, and we got an emotional level last session. So make sure to record that.
That's
Yeah.
where I was confused. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
we
just
have
bad
more
with
hit points
updating
than
this
this.
stuff, sorry.
Yeah, so we got our emotional subclass last session.
Yes, you are level 10 for realsies. I think you're level 13 emotionally.
No, that's a separate leveling system.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like a prestige class.
Okay.
Yeah.
there.
It's not bad.
That's one off. That's fine.
Yeah, let's
Whoa.
roll some hit dice. How many am I missing? I am missing 16 HP. Roll 2.
Hit points are important.
That's 1 off from max. I'll take that.
And actually, since you guys did peek out towards the birds outside, you noticed that the shine has come off the penny that is Ravenloft Castle. It no longer looks quite so bright and cheery.
Huh.
Because he thought we were going to show up and give him what he wanted, and then we didn't?
I mean, perhaps.
Oh, honey, come on. That's some naive shit right there.
So, Darvin, you think that's what you felt? Not here.
Darvin is super distracted by the bathroom at the moment.
Okay.
I too get distracted by the bathroom, so I can understand that.
Darvin's peeing out the window. Izzy's like, hey, look up there. He's like, what? Uh-oh. Gotta concentrate.
Those last two paragraphs. I mean, it's all good. All good. Still not as good as being read to, but it's good. It's good.
Uh-huh. I am ancient, I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was a warrior, I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears the stone into sand. All the goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My armies settled in the valley of Barovia, and took power over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of a God's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the Castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who is called Perfection, Joy, and Treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy. But she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, Elder, and Brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, death. It was the death of the aged that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death, my death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death. Pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and its light I fear most, but little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear it and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead, and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall shield the walls of the stairs that none may disturb me.
I just have to say that music really set it off. The kind of like cheerful horns and stuff. kind of underscored the seriousness of the whole thing.
I mean, sometimes you get to choose your backdrop. Sometimes you just make it in speech in front of somebody's walking around naked.
Sometimes somebody just keeps harassing you until you read something.
I mean, why not? We had a little break time.
Yeah, I have to
did-
go. I didn't spend my break time. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was gonna say none of us did. I don't think so. I thought you started reading. And I was like, oh, I guess we're not going yet.
It was right there.
I did try to clip that all, but I probably got a lot of overlap. But yay!
Yay!
All right, back in a minute.
It's not fair that they use I shall seal shut the walls and stairs so that none may disturb me as the last sentence. That's just like, oh, what are we going to do at the very end of this one? Let's put in like a tongue twister. That'd be awesome.
That won't make him sound like weak or anything.
Yeah.
I shall have Sally seal shut
Yeah.
walls.
I'm not even... I can't even do that. I shall seal... I shall... I...
And try and do it in
Nope.
the accent, too.
That's what I was like, I can't even say that sentence in my own language. I shall. How the hell do I even make that word? I shall.
You can tell it's a
Yeah.
diary, because he's not saying this shit out loud.
Best day ever. Have Tatiana party downstairs. Ha ha.
Strahd hearts Tatiana forever.
Yeah, that was on one of the pages that disintegrated, unfortunately. Hashtag Team Edward. No? Not. Alright.
I've returned.
Ba-dum. Ba-dum-bum. Dun, dun, dun. So many doors unopened.
Yeah, that's fine.
But is it?
Yeah.
I mean, look
I
at
think
them all.
I don't remember exactly. I think this one is my favorite inscription. If it's one of I'm a fan of that one a lot.
Let's see here. Yeah, that's the one.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
What?
I so are you aware of Alex Jones as a figure? as a man.
Yes.
Sadly, we live in a world where
Yes.
that's a thing we have to know.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, I gotta Google a little bit here, but go ahead.
he's a bad man.
Oh man, I kind of envy you.
Yeah. I'm sorry that I had to be the one to bring that into your life.
Congratulations, you are the apple in Casey's Eden.
Yeah. It's a video of an interview he's doing, and his guest has on a ring, and he's like, it's of like some sort of creature, and Alex Jones is like, "What is that? Is that a lobster?" And the guy's like, "No, it's a scorpion." And Alex Jones seems disappointed and is like, "Oh, thought it was a lobster." And the guest's like, "Why? Scorpions are cooler than lobsters. They can sting things. They have poison." And Alex Jones just gives like an "I don't know" look. And then the camera zooms in on his face, and he just sort of half mutters under his breath, "Lobsters are psychic." And it really amused me.
I have not seen that. Is that a new one?
It seems new. I have never seen it before either.
I'll have to look that up later.
My boss used to listen to him
Oh,
I'm
like
sorry.
years ago. Like he used to just be all about the like conspiracy series and stuff.
oh
so
god,
it
it's
was kind
fucking
of
okay.
interesting to listen to.
That's even worse because the guy in the thumbnail is fucking Milo Yiannopoulos. So
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
I never knew what that guy looked like.
Yeah, no, I'm very well acquainted with
I
Milo,
I
unfortunately.
keep trying to
That's-
find him on Twitter, and for some reason I can't.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, right? It's almost
Weird.
like he doesn't exist.
So weird. Oh,
Oh
I know
no.
that was-
I did not I knew Milo had done some stuff with InfoWars lately since, he's
been blacklisted from everywhere
he's
else.
bajillions of dollars in debt right now, and
Yeah.
because everything is drying up for him. But I did not know that, that lobsters are psychic.
Okay,
It's-
I've learned a thing now.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Alex
Sorry.
Jones is a terrible human being.
Well, and
Yeah,
so is
he-
Milo
he-
Yiannopoulos.
Yeah,
He-
it's also Milo. Yeah.
He lost his goddamn mind at some point.
I mean,
Well, he also lost his wife and kids too. although apparently his older son buys into his bullshit too. So
Yeah, that's not surprising. I don't blame him though. It's not his fault.
well, no, I mean the kid's is like in his teens or 20s, so he's old enough to know better.
Yeah,
he's-
but
he's
he
just-
never really had a chance though.
I don't know. The other ones seem to have gotten away okay.
Yeah, probably because his wife realized what was going on. Is like, I need to get out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's bad.
bad scene.
At least places started removing him. He has like
Oh, yeah, no,
1/10
he's-
of the viewership he did before.
Oh yeah, no, the only platform he's really got left anymore is his website.
Hmm.
Because
Which is-
he's off YouTube, he's off Twitter, he's off every payment processor. I believe the all the podcast the big podcast aggregators pulled him. If you want a super quick assessment of what a level of garbage this guy is, Casey, he claims that the kids who got killed at Sandy Hook, that was all fake, and that they were crisis actors, and that there was a big thing perpetrated by the government to take away gun rights. So Sandy Hook didn't happen. All those kids didn't really get killed. That was bullshit.
Yeah, I think
And I think he did the same thing about the Pulse shooting.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
oh, yeah.
anything like that. Yeah.
I think the worst part of Alex Jones to me, or the thing that irritates me the most,
There's
Is
so
that
many.
doesn't
Where do you
even-
pick one?
is that he doesn't seem to really even believe the shit. It's seemingly
It's-
all
well,
a
yeah.
ruse to sell his nutraceuticals.
Right.
He
Exactly.
just jumps ship from whatever conspiracy theory is
Well,
hot that week
Right.
to try to push his bullshit supplements to make money off of poor, ignorant people.
It's like when he's talking about chemicals in the water supply that are going to turn the
Yeah.
frogs gay and et cetera, et cetera. And then the next
Yeah.
thing, and then the next segment on his show is him selling water filters.
Right, exactly. It's fucking.
It's
He's
just
a garbage human being.
he's a garbage human being who needs to be
He likes to sell the silver that turns people.
colloidal
blue.
silver.
yeah, colloidal silver. Yeah,
Yeah.
the world will be better off when.
Also, the fun thing when you realize, despite the fact that he looks like he's somewhere in his mid-50s, he's 2 years older than me.
He's I
He's
didn't
like-
realize he was
Yeah.
that young.
Oh yeah, no, he's 40, 45, maybe 46.
He looks so
I know.
old.
He does look so old.
This is what hate and a diet of all meat will do to you.
Another
Yeah,
great Alex Jones thing.
Yeah, he's in his
he was trying to
mid-40s.
sell male supplements using himself as the model. So he put up two pictures.
Before and
One
after.
of which is him,
The
and
only
one of which
difference-
is the same but redder.
Yeah, the only difference of the after is that it looks like he's got a bad sunburn.
So good. He doesn't change at all. It's great.
I mean,
It helps take away from the pain by remembering who he is. So at least I can make fun of him a little bit.
seems reasonable. So, did we all make it back?
I'm here.
The lights lit?
Yep. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, so that leaves us now 2 treasures richer. Some insight into the inner workings of Strahd's mind. Unfortunately, 1 Irina poorer. Ismark's been keeping it together, but he's obviously sunk into a fairly black melancholy. He does keep stabbing at walls at random, hoping that Strahd will materialize mid-stab. But even that's a little less energetic now. What's the plan, y'all?
Guess up, right? He went up. He might be at the library.
Well, his book says he likes to hang out down.
Right, but we're at the bottom and he went up.
Are we at the bottom?
I thought we were at the top.
No,
Yeah,
we're at the bottom.
Did the eagles fly us to the bottom?
Eagles flew you to the entrance in the lower part of the pillar, so you are pretty far down. From your understanding, you are in the lowest levels.
We gotta go up.
Kyra will, eloquently read out loud the passage about stairs and, stairs. And he walled up the stairs and he's under the stairs, so let's find some stairs. He said he resides below the stone and walled himself in under the stairs, so I'm guessing that's where his little vampire hidey hole is going to be.
But we already received information about where we'll face him. He waits for you in a place of wisdom, warmth, and despair. Great secrets are there.
But, so we'll see him there. But I'm sure we'll see him there, once. And then what if he leaves?
Maybe? All I know is he went up. When he disappeared, he went up. So we gotta go up.
Or we just have to go somewhere he doesn't want us to go.
He's got what he wants. Why does he care what we do now?
Well, I just, if we run around this whole castle trying to chase him, I feel like we're in for a world of Scooby-Doo, disappointment, because, he can just vaporize through walls if he's got his toy already.
The bigger problem is that time is 1,000% on his side.
In
every way possible. He's got what he wants, and he's immortal.
Look, I'm just saying, I can't say too much. But time is actually not so much on his... Irina's got a layer of protection that you don't know about.
What? How do you know about it?
Because I gave it to her. But that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm just saying, if we go somewhere and piss him off, he's bound to come to us. If we try and disrupt whatever plan he has... I'm sure he'll come and try and destroy us. I mean, the whole thing is fighting him on his terms. He's not going to want to be found. We can search for him all we'd like. He'll just run away from us, because like you said, he has his bride.
Right. So, So what you're saying he'll do if we find him directly contradicts the plan you want us to enact. If he has no reason to engage with us in any way, he'll just leave if we show up. Why would he then come to us? What can we do to upset him enough to cause him to come to us?
Well, okay, so we just have to think of his next logical step. Yes, get Irina. Yes, bite Irina, make Irina bride. Oh, what a long day of making bride. Me go nappy time now. Yeah? His bed. Where he resides, where he wrote his diary, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why he stuck it there, of all places, but I would imagine that after a long day of killing heroes and stealing women, where else do you want to go?
Heroes yet?
Well,
You think he's going to go to sleep with us in the castle?
well,
He's arrogant, but that's
But-
pretty arrogant.
But you're proving my point. He won't go to sleep with us in the castle, so either way we win because he comes to us.
So,
How about that?
as the voices raise a little bit, I'm going to ask for each party member to roll me a d20. If they roll an 18, 19, or 20, I'm going to ask them to roll another die.
Yeah, bring it.
That's nice and low. Darvin, that's a little higher.
Darvin, that's really high.
Does that count for Bolto too, or just
No,
one for
not
both of
Bolto,
us?
just the main party members. So just one from Thar, I think, is what we got. All right. So Darvin,
You were an
please
8,
roll me-
Darvin. 8 was your goal. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Darvin, please roll me a d12 and a d8. A d12 and a d8 is a 13. You hear a...
See, he's sleepy already.
And
What sound do you think people make when they're tired? I don't
That
think
one.
anyone's ever made that noise when they're tired.
Is that not a big yawn? It sounded like a yawn.
it did sound a little like a yawn, but what it was really was the sound of air being compressed out of a creature's long dead lungs by the pressure of the floor as it drags itself along. Looking to the west, you can see a zombie making its way towards that glowing light. And as it reaches its arm towards it, it suddenly vanishes and reappears at the top of the steps, and then its way down, and then vanishes and reappears at the top of the steps, and clambers its way down, and vanishes and reappears. And it seems like this is going to go on for some time.
Come here, who's a good zombie? Come here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's you.
Look.
Well, this is fun.
No.
Okay, so let's put it out of its misery before it attracts others, and then let's go.
Can we shoot through the light?
Let's find out.
I don't know that anyone's tried. Well, somebody just tried.
I was gonna say, let's get out of the goddamn way before you try.
A bolt of flame flashes out and smacks into the zombie, dealing some damage to it. It burns a bit, but it's still there.
All right, I'm gonna try to throw a javelin.
Bad things begin happening to this zombie. It's mostly sort of slimed across the stairs at this point, but there's still bits floundering towards you. Was that +4 an additional 4 damage?
Yeah, it's doing the same thing. It's not adding my mod to cantrips.
Okay. With that last little bit of flame, and then one final teleport, so its entrails are now sprawled in a unprecedented loop You now have splattered zombie all over the stairs.
You know,
Good
I
work, team.
thought they said that this castle was going to be really difficult.
I mean, Strahd just came and took Irina with basically no fight, so.
Yeah, he's going to want to return that. All right, let's go. He's not going to... It's not
No,
what
I
he
didn't
purchased.
exactly give him a receipt. He's gonna have to take store credit.
We can be paid in pieces of land. We don't all have a house yet.
I mean, sure. You all make your way around the statues and back out into the room full of
Did we...
pillars.
Just
and-
curious, did we go in this one? Or did we just read my name on the front of it and stuff?
We didn't go in.
I don't want to be buried under a mountain of child skeletons, so I'm good.
It has not been opened yet.
All right, no touching.
So is there a way down that we've seen?
You have not seen a way down. The exits that you are aware of, a large staircase over here. Oh, that's not the pointy thing. Over here. That is heading upwards. There were doors that are not yet opened. Here. And here, and here, and here, and here. And you haven't been down here, and you haven't been up here.
These look like stairs.
What looks like stairs? Yep. Those are the places you haven't been yet. South and north.
So can we go approach either north or south and see if the stairs look like they go down?
Sure.
Choose mine.
Go ahead and approach either north or south. And then we'll see what happens.
Well, he went this way, so let's go this way.
Okay. Up a that way. You see stairs through a portcullis. The portcullis is big and heavy looking.
Are the stairs going ups or downs?
Those stairs are frantically scrolling. And
That's terrifying. There's escalators in this place.
white marble steps descend. So there is a closed portcullis. Behind it, you can see white marble steps descending away. But due to the angle and the portcullis, you can't see much past it. Beep.
Yeah, Cairo
All
gesture to Malik, like, move after you.
All right, I pull out my crowbar, I do some stretches, and then I try to pry it open.
Okay. Crowbar gives you advantage on the roll, I believe.
It does indeed.
And you are trying to pull it, pry it upwards in the way that a portcullis would probably go.
If that's the way it seems to go.
Okie dokie. May I see that strength roll?
Or 10.
Gods, no.
They ain't budging.
Maybe this is one of them special anti-half-orc portcullises that you've heard.
Well, if you give me 10 minutes, I can set up the block and tackle. We can pull that bad boy open, no problem.
You are literally turning into, like, the old dad that's like, if you just give me, I can fix this. Just give me a couple
I can
minutes.
fix it. All right, I can fix it. I pull out my tools, and I set them neatly up on the ground.
Okay.
I give Darvin the light to hold. I say,
Wow.
hold this. And then I start setting it up.
Darvin, can you, like, backseat drive what he's doing? Like, just critique it to death?
And even if Darvin doesn't move, I yell at him to hold the light still. And then I slowly I put the block and tackle into the roof, and then I secure the rope and get it all set up, and then I haul away at it.
Okay. What
with
is
help
the
from everyone else.
what is the mechanical effect of the block and tackle?
I don't know. It's not a real item in the game. I put it in there because it
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure there's a 5e block and tackle.
might be. I don't know.
There's a 5e block and tackle.
This
I'm
whole
almost
time there
certain.
hasn't been. I just assumed.
A set of pulleys with a cable threaded through them and with a hook to attach to objects. A block and tackle allows you to hoist up to 4 times the weight you can normally lift.
Okay.
So you can now hoist 4 times the weight, which is perhaps.
Does that mean I get 4 times my strength score?
I don't think that's exactly what it means.
Math.
It does seem like math. Let's call that. What seems like a good number? How about a +5? We'll give it a +5.
Okay.
Occasion.
I'm
So
gonna pray. As I'm holding the light at the end, I'm gonna be like, Mister, for the love of God, help him! I can't hold this light still again.
Okay, and I have Kyra also help me pull the rope.
Okay.
I'm so much help.
Excellent.
So much help.
So we get a
So advantage
+5
with a
and a
+5.
+d4 and advantage.
Okay, so roll advantage. 15, so 20.
Okay.
Plus the D4.
It's 24.
24. Diver rolled it first. This counts.
All right, so that's a 24.
Uh-huh.
And then remains closed.
Okay, this thing really isn't moving. Like, that's a lot of weight. I don't know if we can move this.
All right, south. I mean,
I gotta take the block and tackle down. Give me a minute. Mal carefully removes it and folds it all back up exactly the way it was and puts it in its original box. That somehow all dads have still.
I'm sorry. I guess like if he's taking 10 minutes to do a block and tackle, that's 10 minutes of ritual. So I'd pop a detect magic.
Oh, there's magic all over the place. What does detect magic block by? Like a foot of stone?
16 foot of stone.
Yeah, foot of stone, thin lead, 5 feet wood.
So you see the normal magic that you would associate with your companions. You see... And that's 30 feet?
Yes.
We're going to say from where you're standing, there's no additional magic currently visible to you.
Have we... What? Okay, what about this? Open sesame! Oh, open, please! No, I'm out of ideas.
Irina,
Blah!
Tatiana,
Sergey sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, okay. Alright, I'm out of
forgot
ideas.
a special character, duh.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sergey sucks with an X.
I don't know that an
Exclamation mark 2, 3, 4.
Still no response from the portcullis.
I don't know. That's all. I'm out of ideas.
south. Like,
All right.
I mean, if there's another one of these, then we're in trouble.
Or we could go up to try to find him.
All right. Malik, you just rushing ahead there, buddy?
I assume that's where we're headed. Are we moving slowly?
I don't know.
I would assume this would be a
Up.
group trudge after.
Yeah, I'm not running ahead.
Waiting for Malik to take down the block and tackle.
I'm not gonna leave it here. It's useful.
Okay. So go ahead and arrange yourselves as you may be in front of the door.
So
And
that
then
he
I'm
can
gonna
kill us.
Then I'm gonna kill you. Actually, I'm gonna shift you guys a little bit. Okie dokie. So that's not the button. That's the button. It's just gonna all come back here, and you go here, 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 and here, and here, and you two can come over here, and then Darby's gonna be like, "Wait!"
Wait!
Because Darvin sees something right there. He sees magic.
Can I get a school?
You could get a school. You see magic of a thinging kind.
Oh, that's my favorite kind.
It is. It is badly arranged.
That's illusion.
Badly arranged magic is not a specialty of Mistra.
Badly arranged magic. It is detect magic, which reveals conjuration magic.
Okay, so conjuration. All right, so that is it. Just like here, or is it like?
right in about there?
Okay, does it go like here? Does it go anywhere past?
You'd say you've got like a little bit of a problem area here, like a kind of a problem area you see about there, and a little bit of problem area you kind of see about there.
Subtle.
Okay, so that's conjuration. So that means either, let's see. So there's two types. There's one where you make like giant eagles, and then there's the other where you conjure yourself to a different place.
Neither seems good. All right. Well, I don't want to go here.
Ismark carefully reads out the sign next to him. General Kroval Mad Dog Grizzlick, Master of the Hunt, a leader of hounds and men.
Don't open it. Well, what do we think? Do we care enough to get to another portcullis we might not be able to open to trigger this trap?
Well, if it's trapped,
Slow pan.
Right, but who's gonna trigger it?
We don't have those eagles no more, right? Can we just throw something at it and see if it disappears?
The eagles would have dissipated after their hour.
Like, does it have to be, humanoid type breathing thing, or can I just like?
Well, the zombie got shifted back.
Yeah, let's grab some intestines.
those are too far. I'm gonna grab some spider intestines.
Okay, you equip yourself with some spider intestines.
Let's go ahead and just chuck that into this problem area
Which
over
slot
here.
do those go in?
I mean,
Spider intestine?
Torso.
Ah, of course. That makes sense. Also, I don't think spiders have intestines.
Okay. You lob some spider intestines through the affected area with no effect aside from some spider intestines splashing on the floor past them.
To be honest, I don't know if that proves much.
Yeah, well, it means it's not object triggered. It means it's only probably living triggered?
Right?
Does
thing triggered.
People
Like
shaped.
sentient triggered.
Don't, because
I
then
don't
we're
know.
gonna
Zombie
start.
sentient.
Gonna start shaping intestines.
Creatures, like a zombie is different from just a hunk of flesh. It's animate.
How high up does this problem area go?
All the way to the ceiling.
That's a problem.
Yeah, which means...
Can I
there's
talk you to
probably-
halfway, Casey?
I mean, you can try.
Can it be halfway, Casey?
It cannot.
Oh, okay. I tried, guys. Are we going to trigger or not? I mean, those are basically our options. Is someone stepping in there, or are we leaving?
I don't know. I kind of feel like if we're gonna do that, we should all do it together, just in case. Because I don't know where if we're gonna get shoved somewhere, nobody should go by themselves.
We'll just send one. We'll do it in pairs. So
Gosh, if only there was one of us that was expendable, that's humanoid shaped.
Yeah, Darvin. Wait, no.
Nobody's expendable.
Yeah,
No one's expendable.
Everybody's
Wow.
so worth it. Oh, I don't know what
No
that
one's
pulsing magic is.
No one is expendable. Kyra.
Yeah, he's totally been so useful this whole time.
Why don't you open it? Why don't you go in there?
Who would save you from the spiders then, Malik?
No, I saved fucking Izzy and myself saved me from the spider.
He's so easy to work up, it's ridiculous.
You didn't save anyone from any spiders. Throw you in there next time.
I mean, I can try to see if we can get past it. I can try to dispel it.
It seems like a lot, like a big button to use.
Well, what are we doing if we don't do this? What's the option then?
We go someplace. We try to follow Strahd. What are we doing messing around down here? We know he left.
Yeah, yes, we're trying to leave. We're just trying to go down.
We're
And
at the bottom.
These stairs go down, don't they?
They do go down.
Right, like a little bit, but we can't go down that much.
You're getting
We're like
weird,
halfway down
Malik.
the cliff.
Right, but his
like,
diary
it's the
said
opposite,
that's
it's
where
the
his...
opposite direction of him and Irina.
Well, somebody couldn't open the door up there, so I thought this was the next best option.
I didn't see you coming up with any
I was
ideas
literally
to get open.
helping you. You asked for my help, remember?
Yeah,
I was
but
helping.
you didn't. Don't say no. I didn't get it open. When you weren't doing anything beyond pulling on a rope.
You
The
skipped
point I'm
lunch,
making
though.
is, why are we not following Strahd and Irina? Why are we fucking around down here, going through doors that may or may not go down to things we may or may not want to go through, potentially triggering very dangerous traps?
Ismark is like, yeah.
We literally already had this discussion.
And I think we should have it again because your reason was dumb.
I remember ending the conversation and you had no comment, no rebuttal. No reason why not.
Because we need to go deal with the problem. This is not
I'm not
dealing with the problem.
It's making the problem come to us. That is exactly
never gonna work. He's got what he wants and thousands of years to deal with it. We'll be long dead before he has to come down here.
That is not true.
It's absolutely true. He kills Irina. He sits there and is like, well, this is fine. I'll just sit here and read all of these books 20 times while they slowly die down there. Unless you could come up with a compelling reason why he would come down here to mess with us, I think this is a waste of time.
Rictavio literally told us that Strahd was going into a deep slumber soonly, once he has his
Right, but
bride.
he can wait. Like, why not? Like, why not wait?
Would we
Like,
know
that's what he
enough
does
about
when
our
nothing-
vampire searching and knowledge stuff to know that they eventually will need to recoup, rest, whatever it may be? What's the point of the slumber, I guess?
So, from what you understand from Rictavio, vampires only need to sleep if they need to recover. So, unless a vampire is damaged, they don't need to sleep.
What happens if they don't? Like, what happens if they're unable to sleep and they can't recover if they're unable to sleep? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's basically like resting.
Okay.
But a vampire could just feed. Like, a cranky vampire is a dangerous vampire.
And for all we know, he could have, like, multiple coffins. Like, this might be, if you may be right, and this might be where he sleeps when he's going to sleep for 27 years, but he might have just a daytime coffin upstairs.
Look, I'm just saying that everybody else got their fun little toys from Madam Eva's foretelling. My knowledge from his diary is telling us to fight on our terms being his area under the stairs.
We never fight on our terms. Ever.
Okay, if you're just going to argue no matter what I say, then what's the point of even talking to you about this?
The point I'm making is you're hoping for something that will never happen. We'll never have the advantage. We'll never have the upper hand. We'll never be able to fight on our terms. We're in his home. This is his home turf. He knows every inch of it.
Okay, and arguing that same way of thinking. What makes you think that we're going to ever be able to catch him if he has what he wants
Because
now
it's
if we go
better
after
than
him?
standing here doing nothing.
We're not standing here doing nothing. We're trying to go and find
We're
wherever
standing
the
here
downstairs.
yelling and getting nothing
Then
accomplished.
one of you walk through the trap.
So speaking of yelling, would somebody in the party please roll me a d20? And if you roll an 18, 19, or 20, I might ask you to roll something else.
I think Darwin needs to redeem himself from that 20.
That is not 18, 19, or 20. Carry on, please.
Kyra's just standing there with her arms crossed. Like, she feels like she's made her point and made it well and doesn't understand why.
So then go through the trap. Those are our two options. We either go to find Strahd or we trigger this trap to see what it does so we can go continue. That's what we've got. If you are so confident this is the right way to go.
Okay, I'm just gonna burn
You
a
got it.
dispel on this circle in front.
Okay. And if you would be so kind as to roll me. What is that? A magic attack, basically, that you gotta roll?
It's just a spell
It
casting.
says an ability
Yeah,
check using
ability check,
spellcasting.
please.
So yeah, so just a straight wisdom.
So I'm gonna burn my session advantage on that.
Okay.
Smart choice.
Wow.
That doesn't matter.
You're like, whoa, wow, that's just not, it's still there.
Okay, well I can't safely push past it.
Are you gonna go through it, Kyra? Nope. All right, fine. Then I'll walk through it. I step in.
Wait for me.
Okay. So Malik and Izzy step into the magical area and vanish.
Oof.
Malik and Izzy, I'm gonna just move you over here for the moment. You're not really over here. We're just gonna move you over
We're
here.
just gonna pretend. Okay.
Make it pretend.
I like pretend.
We're just gonna pretend over there. And where Malik and Izzy once stood, other things.
Oh, that's bad. What's that?
Ghastly, undead-looking warriors. And I'm gonna need to ask everybody to join me on that initiative roll.
Should Izzy and I?
Izzy and Malik, please also roll yourselves onto the initiative. Though you're not there, you're other places.
Ooh, convenient.
Thar and Balto, moving in synchronicity, you see two undead-looking creatures standing before you. What are you doing?
Well, that's a good question, actually. I'm going to take a shot from Wolfback at the farthest one away.
Okay.
Do.
A 16 is a hit. Please
Okay.
roll damage.
6 piercing.
piercing damage. Doesn't seem to have all the effect you would hope, but it does have some.
All
Or
right.
anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm going to dismount, and then that's going to be my turn. And then for Balto, I'm going to have him 5, 10 to scoot over to here, and to attack the same one.
All right.
Yeah. Now, here's a question. Would Ismark count? Oh, no, within 5 feet of the creature in specific, so no, that doesn't count. So no advantage for that. No.
17 is a solid attack. That is a hit. Piercing damage. Chunk of it dealt, and he falls.
That's better than nothing.
Thar and Balto, anything else for you?
That's I think that's it.
All right. The white reaches out and attempts to grapple Ismark. Ismark, man, please have defense, acrobatics, or athletics of your choice.
Sure.
17.
He's gonna athletics. He's actually pretty decent at that. Not good enough.
Not good enough. The white takes a step back, dragging Ismark with him.
Oh yeah, it's Mark. Hey, buddy.
The moment Ismark hits the light, he vanishes.
Buddy.
Is
And
the other
another
one?
white
Oh,
appears in
Okay.
his place. The white looks fairly pleased with itself. Kyra, what you doing?
Hold on.
Holden?
All right, I'm going to start whirling my hands together quickly and then do like a open palm towards them and use gust of wind to try and push them away so that I
Okay.
can get into the hole to follow our friends.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I
Starlight.
need to do so.
Okay. I got it. Alright, so we're going to try and push them backwards. Line, 2 feet, movement, standing forward. Where's the pushback? End line 16.
Strength
starts its
saving
turn.
throw
Okay.
or be pushed.
Got it. So on its turn, it will. Okay. So they will not move until they start trying to move.
Actually, sorry, can I quicken that and then, like, can I ready movement? Like, is that, like, if it pushes them, I want to move into the empty space to be zommed.
Okay.
Is that a thing?
Sure. It's prone. It's still occupying space. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they'll have to shift out of the way. But yes, I got it. If room opens, you are darting forward.
Yes, that.
Check.
And yelling, we gotta go.
All right. Darvin.
I mean, yeah, I'm on team. We gotta go. Yeah,
Ooh.
so
Team
I'd
move,
say
bitch.
Okay, dokie then. Wisdom saving throws. DC 16. Typewriter style. 1, 2, 3. Well, they're not all terrified. You are also scared. And you are scared. And Darvin, anything else you're doing?
I mean, I guess I will. Yeah, I will not. Can't ready anything, and I don't want to move. So.
Okay. That's going to bring up a white who is both prone and terrified. It spends half its movement standing up, and then it starts to try and run away. Balto will have the option of an opportunity attack if you'd like to take one.
Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, I don't know why I rolled that twice.
Doesn't he need a strength save too?
He will also need a strength. All sorts of stuff is happening to him.
I imagine a 12 doesn't hit.
The 12 does not hit.
So.
It is running away. It is also getting pushed back. So it's moving in the direction you want it to, which is fine. And then it hits the ka-tong-tong and manages to get over about there before it runs out of movement and prowess. Kyra, there is an opening there if you wish to take it.
Yep.
Okie doke.
Yep. Zoom.
All right. Kyra is over in the imaginary space. We'll find out where that space is in a little bit. White is scrambling to get away from Darvin. And Malik.
What's up?
A flash of light explodes around you, and then you are plunged into absolute darkness, suddenly lying in a confined space, choked with dust.
Oh, that's bad.
It's not great.
Mm-hmm.
You give a little, like, gurg, wriggle, and you can kind of just barely get your shoulders to hit things, and that's about all you got right now. Would you like? What would you like to try and do?
So you're telling me I'm in a confined area.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say there is or is not enough space to set up the block and tackle?
I would say probably nowhere that would be useful or acceptable in a family movie.
That's disappointing. So I can't see anything, so I must presume that it's just walls all around me, because I do have dark vision.
You can see the wall around you.
Okay, I guess I'm just going to try to gain any leverage I can to see if maybe, like, this is like I'm in a sarcophagus and there's a lid I can push or something. Trying to move stuff around. All I need is a crack. If I get a crack, I can get out, but I need the crack.
You need the crack. So
yeah,
I think
that's the first time I've said
strength.
that. Just strength? Okay.
A strength check.
Okay. That's not going to do it.
Nah, you're just like shoulder. Maybe if you used your hands next time.
They weren't an option, Casey. Don't hand shame me.
That's what happens when you cram a big guy with big weapons in a tiny space.
Look, it's never come back to bite me before.
Izzy, you could stand up and walk around in here. It's like a small apartment to you, but still, you're trapped, which isn't awesome. You have a little more room to wriggle, and you can tell that, yep, there's a ceiling, there's a floor, probably push up or out or somewhere.
Is it stone or wood or?
It is stone.
Well,
and then you have enough room to kind of move around and go, okay, narrow at the bottom, kind of trapezoidal. I'm in a coffin.
Yeah. She gonna shove. Is it just strength check or a
straight up strength check, please?
Okay.
That is a no. Izzy is in the coffin.
So if she starts yelling for Malik, would he hear?
You would not.
Sorry, Izzy, can't hear you.
Ismark is in much the same situation. If someone would please roll Ismark's strength saving throw.
Oh, he could do it.
He could do it.
Is it strength save?
Regular strength check. Sorry, strength check.
Okay.
Strength check.
Oh,
no
I did a
bonus.
save.
That's
it's
okay.
The same thing.
Ismark
My save is better.
also stuck. Thara.
Thump.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry?
Wait,
Your friends are vanishing somewhat
did
intentionally.
did one of them grab? I
I'm sorry.
I zoned out for a second. What
Ismark was
was
Malik
pulled?
and Izzy jumped in intentionally.
Right, I remember Ismark was pulled, but where did Kyra go?
Kyra jumped in intentionally.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
All for one and one for all, she screamed. In my imagination.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if I'm buying that one. The one that's on the ground way over there, he's not in. I don't have line of sight to him, do I?
Ooh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Another one came out.
One
Great.
more came out.
Okay. Well, line up
apologies.
a shot for that one that just popped out, I guess. Then.
Okay. $27 is a big hit.
Okay. For 10.
10 is a sizable chunk of damage.
And then, because I always forgot to use this half the time, coordinated attack. Balto gets his reaction to make an attack.
Oh yeah, he is right there.
Yep. 18.
18's a solid hit. Let's see some damage. And a strength saving throw, and he is still standing, but he took a bit of a chomp.
And then for his turn, he takes a chomp again.
And again. 18 is a hit. 13 is damage.
I feel so bad for Balto and the things he has to put in his mouth.
Yeah, it's pretty grim.
He tries so hard, too. Oh, he knocks him down. Down he go. All right.
Yeah, I can't say I'm too fond of the idea that for every one of them that disappears, we get another one of these guys back. This is
Yes.
this is not good.
That is annoying. So, that's going to bring us to a white, which has to make a strength saving throw against the gusty wind, I believe. Yes.
I don't think. Is it happen if I'm not there?
Unless you intend, you have not taken damage.
Yeah.
It says from a direction you choose, so yeah, I guess.
So I guess it would just continue from that previously chosen direction. Yeah, I mean, I guess to try and get my... Because I did shout something to the effect of, we gotta go, or something like that, as
Sure.
I jumped through, so... Yeah, I guess
Unless you are stopping it.
No, I'll keep... That's my last thing that I can do to try and help them get in.
Okay.
I'll keep it up.
And with that, this white does spend the double movement to take a step forward, hands reaching out towards Darvin. It makes the grapple attempt. Darvin, I need an acrobatics or athletics, 14 or better, please.
I'm gonna choose to fail it.
Okay. It gets right a hold of you. It's like setting to the... You like don't resist, and it just sort of shrugs and then takes a step back and pulls you with. And Thara, you do have an opportunity for a attack of opportunity if you would like one.
Yeah, sure. I don't like this idea that it looks like people are just giving up now.
It's fine, just go for the ride. I said 5 feet.
19 is a hit. 6 points of damage dealt. That doesn't slow it down. It keeps moving backwards. And Darvin, as he hits the light, he vanishes and goes over to the line of people in places. At that moment... All right. And then Thora, White has to check against strength saving throw. He's fine, I think. DC 6, no. Kyra, what's your DC?
Sorry, what?
What's your DC on that gust of wind?
17.
17, so he just made it. So he does start trudging forward, ghastly hands reaching out towards Thara.
Fuck entirely off with that.
Come with us. One of us. Wow, no.
Nope.
Very no. The White looks a little miffed. Kyra, you find yourself in a fairly comfortable stone coffin. If you would like to get out of said stone coffin, a strength check, please. If you'd like to do other things, go right ahead. But it's a tiny stone coffin, so fireballs are not advised.
Another gust.
No.
Help.
Darvin, you find yourself in much the same situation. What would you like to do?
Help!
Try that.
Is it comfortable? Because I might not say help so loud.
It's not particularly comfortable.
Boo.
I mean, you've had one foot in the grave for a long time. I guess you get used to it after a while. Turned undead, I got a question. If you leave the area, it still keeps running, correct?
And it specifically runs away from me.
Okay, so it's just gonna kind of keep moseying on this way. That's where it thinks you are. Malik! You're still in a secret place. Having Malik time.
Okay. Can I maneuver enough to get my crowbar?
I mean, if you want to spend this round getting your crowbar into place, I would let you have advantage next round if you needed it.
Oh, wait a second.
Hmm.
Wait a second. So I can I feel what this seems to be made out of?
It seems to be made of stone. Dramatic music pause.
I'm trying to figure out if trying to lift it off of me is better or if shatter spiking it is better.
I mean, you don't have a lot of room to work with, so you'd probably be like trying to just stab down towards your feet.
Yeah, that's fair. Shit. I just need a crack. I'm gonna try to strength again.
Okay.
Okay, so I can't use athletics.
Not athletics, just a straight strength check.
Okay. Oh!
Ooh.
That's the best I'll ever get, so it better work.
Malik, you're like, I am a turtle, and you're okay. You got it. Okay, you got a big stone coffin lid up in the air, and you look around, and you're surrounded by about 15 stone coffins in a room. And what are you doing with that big stone coffin lid that you got in your hands there?
I'm just tumbling it off to the side in a way that won't land on another coffin.
Okay. You tumble it off to the side in a way that will not land on another coffin.
And I guess I stand up and I look around. I don't yell out hello, because that seems like a mistake.
Sure? I mean, maybe. So, Malik, you're going to join us way down here in the bottom left-hand corner.
Uh-huh.
You're going to put you right about there.
Oh, this looks like a bad place. I don't like this place.
It could look like a bad place. So, A dank vault with a 10-foot-high ceiling. The room is awkwardly shaped and smells of rotten meat. 15 stone coffins are scattered throughout the vault, all oriented with their heads pointed north. The floor is covered with human bones and rusty swords. Away to the east, you can just barely spy a shadowy area in the ceiling, which most likely indicates a tunnel or chute that would head upwards.
Okay.
Between you and it, quite a few coffins.
I have another question, Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say someone was in a coffin,
Let's say someone was in a coffin.
and I shatter spike the top of it.
Okay.
Would that hurt them?
I mean, you're a pretty skilled warrior. If you want to check your swing, you pretty much know how to do that.
Okay.
I mean,
So
you wouldn't be
that's my
dropping a
plan.
stone. You'd be dropping pieces of a stone coffin on them.
Right. I mean, if I bruise them a little bit, that's fine. A bloody nose is worth not being trapped in a stone coffin.
I mean, sure, why not?
So that is what my plan is. I'm drawing Shatter Spike. I assume that was my action to get myself out. So next round, I am just going to start smashing coffin lids.
Okay.
I guess I'll call out, is anyone else here? Because I don't want to smash... If I can find out who's in each coffin, I don't want to smash other coffins. There might be dangerous things in them.
These are heavy, heavy stone coffins.
Yeah,
No
I didn't think
sound
so.
in or out that you're aware of.
We're just
But-
smashing them all.
We'll find out. Maybe other things will happen. As
Oh, I-
Izzy, you get the opportunity to do something.
Stone cunning isn't going to help me here.
I mean, you could
This is a well-made stone coffin.
you could intricately scroll work the inside of your coffin, but I think it's just the brute lifting at this point.
Dragons. Yes!
Ooh! Izzy, please roll me 1d14, an unusual die, but I need it, please.
Roll a 1 and be right next to me.
14. 1.
Malik, Izzy pops up out of a coffin.
I was about to swing down with the sword, and it just pops open.
The
And I like almost stab you, but then I'm like, oh.
Sproink?
And just kind of like she was about like going to be hurling the thing like in Malik's direction. Then it's like, oh shit, and then like redirects so it doesn't crush him.
All right, a little bit of shuffle and stab going on there, but you'd find yourself now in the company of 13 unopened coffins, and Malik.
Hey, so
Sup?
here's where we run into a problem. In character, I don't know anyone else is in a coffin. I know Izzy and I went in together, and that's all I know.
Uh-huh.
I
That's
don't want
a
to medicate.
shame.
I don't want to medicate.
So
Well,
Izzy,
But I don't want to leave people in coffins either. But we have no way of knowing that they're in there.
Yeah, it's not like the other people are going, help, help.
Right, like
Well,
we
they are,
can't
but you
hear
can't
them.
hear
They can't hear us. We didn't see the battle go on. We don't know White showed up and dragged him. We know none of that.
Well, I say we start
But-
trying to find a way out, and if we happen to see a lid go thump, we go,
Yeah, it
You
seems
know?
like there's light or a shaft or something over there.
So Izzy, any movement?
She
You were
will
prone, so half your movement to stand up, and
yeah,
then
so she'll stand and she'll scrabble out. Then
Can we hear them? Just curious.
no, it is. These are massive stone coffins sealed to keep the dead inside.
Man, that would be such a Curse of Strahd way to go. Like, we walk out
Everybody-
not knowing that you're there and you just die because we don't know you've been trapped. Oh, man, that would be...
anybody have a message?
So, Ismark, we'll move along to you. I think he would also like to get out of the
He
coffin.
warms up the muscles. He does some stretches in his coffin.
Little stretching.
And third nat 20 in a row.
No, it was not. Yeah,
Alas.
nothing happened there.
I just picture just like slapping the inside of the top of the coffin, like,
He slaps.
So that's going to bring us to a white which just gets slammed back. Has to shake itself off, stand up, and start moving around the long way. Unwilling to fight against this horrible breeze. And Thara.
Excuse me. I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
5, 10, half my move, and then saddling up for the other half of my move.
Okay.
And then on Balto's turn, we are not getting the hell out of dodge, but like I am getting out of melee range of these guys here. We're gonna play chicken through here with them if we have to. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to there. Gonna call that good, and I'm going to stow the crossbow and pull out my swords.
Okie doke. Balto is with you, so that is his action as well. He can ready an attack, of course.
Yeah, if anybody gets within melee range, he'll bite.
You got it. This fellow is gonna take... Wait. Are you the turned one? Where's the turned one? There's the turned one. You are not the turned one. Okay. So you're fine. You're gonna take off running. Wait, what am I doing? Stop!
That's a lot. Goes all the way out and all the way back.
Okay. Stop doing that. That would be nice, thank you. Okay. Gets up to there. Stops trying to make grabby hands and instead pulls out a longbow and fires at Thara. Twice, actually. Thara. Longbow attack.
Mm-hmm.
13, probably not. 10,
Miss
probably
and
also
miss.
not.
Yep.
That's going to bring up our other white. Stepping right in front, taking the same 2 shots. Longbow. Thara. 21, probably.
Yep.
8,
And
I don't think.
so 7.
Yes, please. Scared white is scared. Goes and huddles in the corner. Getting a little bit of a delay here. Kyra,
Okay.
you're in a coffin.
I am. And I am clearly not strong enough to get out. But even if I can't hear their voices, I'm going to go with things that I know. I know that they disappeared together. I know
Okay.
that I walked in and disappeared. And tell me, is it reasonable that I would hear either one of the cracking of the large cement slabs near me?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I'm going to say no. You hear things,
Okay.
but you anything
Okay.
together. You're not sure what's your heartbeat, your frantic nails scrabbling at the horrible things.
Good enough. I hear things. So I am going to like try and bring my hand up near my face and point in the direction of the things and try and get a message out to
Okay.
Malik. And I assume it's not thicker than 1 foot, but I mean,
It is not thicker than 1 foot.
okay.
1 foot of stone, comment. Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm
You
just
can
like,
travel around corners, through openings. Okay, cool. Yeah.
and it's just something to the effect of like, definitely in one of the coffins. I will try and lift it a little to let you know which one. Please don't kill me. But I'm definitely in here.
Okay. So even if you don't happen to get the finger point the first time, kind of doing the satellite dish with your finger to get it, and eventually the message gets through. Definitely 100% in a coffin.
And
Kyra.
Malik, only you can hear it, and you can, yeah. I mean, feel free to say it if you want. I mean, you can reply in a whisper if you want. Sorry, the target and only the target hears the message, and can reply in a whisper that only I can hear. So hopefully I'll be able to hear it if he says anything.
So is he muted or is he stubborn? He's muted.
I was muted. Malik would say, "Okay, we'll try to get you out." That's how Malik whispers.
That seems like a Malik whisper. Kyra, a message sent and received. Darvin.
So is a coffin lid a door?
I don't think so. It's not hinged.
Well, now Casey, it by
Portcullis
that logic, a portcullis, a sliding glass door, for example, at the front of a supermarket, is not a door by that logic.
I mean, a sliding glass door is a window with airs of superiority, but
Okay, now we're getting into some hot takes. I don't appreciate that.
I mean, what are we trying to do here?
Oh, well, I mean, I was just gonna open it, but, like, if it's not a door, that's totally fine.
It's not really a door.
Okay, I'm gonna choose, for a sound to appear from 2 feet above me.
Okay.
It will be, let's go with, like, what I would usually chant during a ritual casting. Oh, Mistra. Da-da-da.
Okay.
And I'll just have it come out, like, right above, 2 feet above where my head is.
Okay. So please roll me 1d13. From the direction of the southmost point in the room, down around here, you hear Darvin start doing his prayer-y thing.
It's the low effort contact, you know? You wait a while, it takes forever to die. It's like dial-up.
It's dial-up. So Darvin has... That's basically it. So people are making themselves known, and in the meantime, Terrified White is still terrified. And Malik, what are you doing?
Okay, I know Darvin's somewhere in the southern bit of the room.
You do.
So I guess I'm going to go over to here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna smash it down by his feet.
Okay.
So that's my plan. Bring it
Please
down.
Make me an attack roll.
Sure. I said whoosh. There we go. Okay.
Ooh,
so that
that's
again
it.
doesn't include strength. So
it is an auto crit, so you get your critty.
So that's 13 plus an additional 12. So 25 total damage.
25 total damage. For the purposes of rules like these, stone armor class is 17. You hit that.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Okay. We're gonna say yeah. That'll split it.
Excellent. So I crack the stone, and then I assume now it is lighter. I could probably more easily just shove it off.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, basically, you ventilated the area near his feet, let out that vapor, and now.
I also let all the farts out because they're down by his feet.
I'm sure that's how that works.
Saving it from his own Dutch oven.
So that is correct. Darvin is now in his spot. There's still a big old lid on top of him, but it's now much easier to move when someone shoots.
Okay, so instead of my second attack, can I like take a shove and shove the top part off?
Sure. Give me a quick strength check.
Sure.
Much lower now.
18.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Darvin!
So I smash the bottom and then lift the top up. Hey, buddy.
In his coffin.
Oh, thanks there. Just a little, just taking a nap.
Just a little nappy.
Yeah. So Kyra's around here somewhere. Not sure exactly where, but Izzy got out too.
Okay, so that leaves... All right, so we're missing one.
So,
Well, two.
Two.
One,
Izzy,
two.
as math happens, what are you doing?
So she's going to kind of like look around at all these coffins, pick one, try to list this one, and just try to listen to see if Kyra's in there scrabbling, trying to get out.
Okay.
That perception.
You can give me a perception. Ooh, you're fairly perceptive. You are able to hear something. Kyra, please roll me 1d12. You do not hear Kyra scrabbling on this one. You hear just horror.
This
Horror
one
is
needs to
happening in
stay
there.
shut. Just no on that one.
Okay.
And Izzy, that would be your action. Anything else for you today?
She'll head over this way to listen on these ones
When
in
you
6
get the
seconds,
opportunity.
I suppose.
You got it. That's going to bring up Ismark, who would very much like to not be in a coffin.
Would indeed. Here comes the net 20. 16.
That is not a nat 20, but it is just enough to shift
Woo!
the stone. Please roll me 1d11.
9.
9.
Come on, roll 20.
Over here. Come on down here, buddy. You can go right there. Ismark!
Oh. Hey, bud.
And as Ismark pries his way out, whites are going to continue to chase Thara. Longbow attack. 1, 2. Wow, guys, it's not shooting well tonight. Thara, though, what are you doing?
Oh boy. Let's see here. Question.
Mm-hmm.
The back where the barrier was.
Yep.
So this area right here, are those stairs going up to the barrier, going down?
They are going down to the barrier. So
Okay, that's like a raised wall there.
yeah. So
right above.
you got a
So
floor
there's like a
here,
little alcove back here.
and then you
back
got a
in-
little. Yes.
So
Stairs.
these
You
are
got a
little-
little alcove back there.
Okay, fair enough. Shit, I wish I hadn't put my, because the plans were built for slightly different plans, but you know what? We'll do what we got to do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40. 10, 15. Any additional movement to get around those? Like, is it double moves, like to squeeze around those, or?
Nope. Normal movement.
All right.
Other folks have more difficult time. You're fairly tiny.
55, 60, 65, 70, 75. So 80 feet, double move should take me to right there. Just out the other side.
Okie doke.
So that's Balto's move. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll just stay waiting.
Sounds good.
Actually,
Whoop.
while I'm waiting, no, damn it, it's too much work to stow and draw everything a bajillion times. No, I'll just keep the swords out.
You got it. That's going to bring us up to our white. He's going to come rushing along, kick it into high gear, and sprint across to the far. Followed by our second white, who's going to do much the same.
Do I see this?
Yes.
Does it look like they're just lumbering in that direction because they think it's like they're trying to follow where I was going?
These guys
or are they
do
just
not,
like making a beeline?
These guys do not lumber. They are intelligently scampering
But I
across
mean, like,
and taking position.
But like when they cross the zone towards the stairs, like they don't like look and see me up this. They don't look my direction.
They do, and they seem to be taking cover
okay.
around the corner.
Fair enough.
So it looks like they are positioning
fair enough.
Intelligently. That one, however, is unintentionally crammed in a corner. And Kyra.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
I am going to use one of my favorite cantrips.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it in a different way this time to get another message across to my good friend Malik.
Okay.
And I am going to try and cause this to appear on the top of the coffin, if possible. Cause shapes, colors, or words both. I'd like to just have it say, here, green man, right here.
100% fine. Seems reasonable.
Bringing the racism out.
So, in here, green man appears on the coffin lid. Yep, sure does.
Which one?
And please roll me 1d11. I think we have left here. Two. So that would be due north up here. This little fella right there. I'm on the right level. That guy. And Kyra has indicated where she is. Darvin, still prone in a coffin. What you doing?
We're gonna stand up, and that's that, and then we're gonna try to push open that coffin.
I mean, sure you are.
I mean, it's not, explicitly directed towards me, but gotta stretch.
Just gonna. Whoa! Malik, why were you having trouble? Darvin's like, Frook. And you see Kyra.
Yeah, I know you were expecting Malik. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, a rescue's a rescue. Thank you. Where's the small one and the dog?
Don't know. We haven't seen any evidence of her. She's probably one of these coffins,
Oh,
right? She's real tiny. She can't make noise.
Yeah.
Definitely try to listen into these coffins, because she's going to point at that one. That sounds horrible in there. Whatever's in there, we don't want it on the outside. Don't just start smacking these things open.
All right.
It's like what I do.
It's like Christmas. All right. That's going to bring up the whites. Come on. Turns. That was a white that was terrified. And over to Malik.
All right, I've been told to listen. I will listen.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sure. Oh, that's actually quite good.
Yeah, you don't think there's anything going on in there.
Okay. So I'll move over to here so I can listen on this one next turn.
Okay. Izzy.
Don't need to go.
Oh, to that one.
Okay.
Deja vu with this.
Yeah, nothing in there. Ismark.
I guess it'll help, right? It'll climb out and go listen to this one.
Nope, nothing in there.
Alright.
All clear. And in the meantime, up top, some folks are running around. Tries to book it, but can't quite make it across. And Thara, what are you doing up there? I saw you measuring around?
Oh, yeah, I was just kind of sitting here. My plan was now that we're through the now that we made it through the barrier, we're just going to continue on around to hide back there.
Okie doke, sounds good. And that's going to bring us.
And I'm bracing myself, occasionally peering out around to like see if they're coming or what's going on.
Okay. So we are ticking past the 11:15, and I know that some folks do need to catch up on sleep. The party is separated, but this is a good point for a pause because we're about to engage on the next round. Is that good for everybody?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So we will pick up next week with a barrow full of whites and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, basically.
This is not how I thought this would go.
Welcome to Castle Ravenloft, where nothing is how you think it was going to go.
Where you're opening a lot of doors and then closing them again.
I mean, you didn't open a lot
we need
of
to talk
doors.
about Casey saying a barrow full of whites.
Yeah, that's what I was sighing about
Talk
too.
about that. Yes. That's a problem. Not okay.
I mean,
It wasn't even in the movies. You're quoting in the books. Wasn't even in the movies.
It's true. I think they left that out completely.
Yeah, they
They
did.
did.
But I mean, not
Not
even
in there.
besides that, like, yeah.
I'm upset about it.
I mean, you knew the reference.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not even just
That's
necessarily.
not the point.
It's not necessarily just that too. I mean, a barrow is still like a burial mound, regardless.
I mean, what
It's
what do you think you are right now?
Yeah.
He used the reference to make a terrible, terrible
Yes, he
pun.
did.
Did.
And I just...
Oh,
I cannot abide that.
oh, the punishment.
Alright, I'm out. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
Night. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Alright.
Good night.